But this upcoming
Oh,
Friday,
we're streaming, by the way.
I have one more box coming in.
Nice.
Which is technically my first box, but because of how TCG was handling shit.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let me know if you hear us and all that stuff. I think I found the solution. I know I keep like saying that every time we record, or stream, but like I think I found the solution, and it's pretty simple, I guess. And we've done it before. It's the thing. So simply put, it was something to do with the encoder. So when you stream, right, you have the video encoder, and you can set it either to it was like NVIDIA. I forgot what it was called. I can't change it right now since we're streaming. But it's like it basically allocates your encoding to your GPU. So because everything was happening on the GPU, that's where the clogging was happening. So but there was incentive for that, because especially when you're just doing like a basic stream, it's a lot smoother, right, for games. But when it comes to like, I guess something like this, that's where it gets a little more hairy, I guess you could say. Then there's the other one, and that was like the older encoder, quote unquote. Is called X264. That basically will allocate your stuff through your CPU. That's the streaming through your CPU. So instead of streaming through the GPU, hopefully streaming through the CPU will solve our problem. And that's what we're actually doing. We did that before, is the thing. It's like I just completely forgot about it. Like, oh shit, why didn't I think of that? So hopefully when I play a video, it won't like be as bad, or hopefully something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me test it right now. In fact, and hopefully, we don't get that problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this random NTE video. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay, that's what happened. Ah, hold on. Oh yes.
Oh,
do you see the screen share?
Yes.
Okay. So that's working. And then where's the screen cap thing? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oops. There we go. So now, if I play this with our screen share and everything else running, let me lock that. Let's hit it.
那本期节目呢，我们就邀请了2位制作组的成员，一起给大家介绍一下2册版本的那请2位先做下自我介绍吧。
大家好。
Let's see what happens here.
大家好呀，
I have no idea what they're saying, chat, so don't even ask me.
Okay, I think we had a moment of drop frames, but it stopped. Okay.
希望大家喜欢。
And then if I look at your tail in the what do you call it, in the VOD, it's still moving relatively smooth. I think, right?
That's my tail? I thought that was my dick.
新角色和新玩法的演示等等内容，最后也会给大家介绍一下这次测试的详细安排。鉴定师们可以跟随我们的介绍，游览经过全面升级的海特洛市。首先，是我们的第一个部分，大世界的更新及优化。 其实，在之前的测试 PV 里面，大世界这部分的更新好像已经初见端倪了。不如这里我们
So we'll still get moments of slowdown here and there, but I think it's running a lot better than doing it all on the GPU.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think this is a better solution. I mean, is it are we like perfect? No, but it's looks like it's a lot better than before.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we've solved the problem that we've had for like a while. And it's all
Wow.
yeah. Yeah. It's all because everything was running through the GPU. Now, okay, maybe solve the other way to solve it is to just get a better GPU, but that costs money, obviously, so I'm not gonna do that. I have a 3060 Ti, and I guess uh that wasn't enough still to allocate all that and let it all happen. So now that we kind of like essentially what do you call funnel certain things through the GPU and then the stream itself through the CPU, encode the stream through the CPU now, things should be a lot smoother, and we don't have to worry about like, oh, the what do you call the stream like fucking clogging up or whatever. So all right. Oh yeah, did we able to check our audio?
Yeah, like earlier I was like whatchamacallit,
Clogging up or whatever.
echoing, but
Oh, okay.
I don't hear me
So-
echoing anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did get rid of that. Check our audio. I did get rid of that.
Yeah, like earlier I was like whatchamacallit, echoing, but
Oh, okay.
I don't hear me echoing anymore.
Yeah. Okay, and then I did hear us again because I am watching the VOD through my thing, so it is replaying it, which is funny. Okay. So it's like a echo of an echo almost. a little trippy. I'll do it on my other computer that way I don't trip myself out. All right. Final audio check before we get started.
Audio check, please. And then let's look for those atwates.
Oh yeah, the post. Let me go ahead and tweet that after I get this going. We should be good though on the audio end, but I'll just make sure. And then oh okay, I heard me. Can you mic check?
Check up the mics. Hello. All for us.
Okay, I heard me again. Okay, I heard you. All right, cool. All right. One last little step, which is to yes, post. Right. Let me see. I guess we can just drag this out since we don't need to look at NTE. Although I am still keeping my eye on that game. It's a gacha game, but it's like anime GTA. Yeah. And there's one more game that's like that, which is Ananta. We did talk about that game at least a little bit it was like a while back though. Right. Oh shit. Oh no. Okay, we're good. And then let's go ahead. So on your screen share, do you see me posting or tweeting?
Yes, I
Okay.
see your Twitter
Okay.
handle.
Yep. All right.
What is that tab? BL for life. Want to say something, sir?
Hey, man, don't project you onto me. Sir.
Touch.
All right.
Nice.
In Zenless. Oh, what the fuck? That's so random. That's a random GIF. I'll use that.
Hey, just because I have Crown Royal, don't mean shit. And no, I'm not sharing with anyone.
I drink some Crown Royal from time to time if there's anything in that if there's any of it in the house.
Is it the original, peach, or green apple?
Original. Usually original. I have not had neither the apple nor the peach. Though I would say that sounds good. Because I like peach and whiskey.
I guess we're going to do some exploring in Vegas.
Oh boy.
How much shots can you handle?
Bro, I stop at 2 drinks, brother. I try to keep it light, man.
So he said 2 drinks. So if we go by shot logic,
Oh,
that
no.
means he can survive. He can survive 20.
Oh no.
Got it.
No.
We're just gonna line it up. We'll be like, okay,
That is not the math, sir.
math. There's no such thing as math when you drink. You just keep going till you fall over.
Oh god. Quick math.
And
maths.
and then you count the drinks after you wake
After.
up. Like how many?
Yeah. You count your drinks after and your bill and your credit card, your tab.
It's like, how much is my bill? $3, sir. What? You fell over after taking a sip of your drink. He's like, what?
Yep.
No, dude.
Well, we do have stuff to a lot of stuff to go through, so we have to sober up and get that hangover cured up, because we have quite a bit to go through since we had a lot to go through during our break. We did take a little week break, and we're back. So we do have quite a bit on the docket, but we'll try to go through it swiftly and efficiently and entertainingly, if that's the word for it. So
insert a big ass try.
Yeah, yes.
Try.
We'll try to be quick about it. Yes. Anyways, we'll talk. That's all. That's what that Hypecast is all about. Just chatting away of video game stuff and other nerdy stuff. Anyway, let's get right into it. Let's get straight into the meat of things. Let's bring up the soundboard. Oh, where is it? Oh, here we go.
This battle is about to explode.
All right. So, in fighting game news, we did have the reveal of Invincible. Yes, Invincible Versus. Further news regarding to that is that the combat designers and other such staffing is backed by a a number of people from the FGC and people relating to the FGC, including Rip from the Tekken side of things. So Rip is the combat designer for Invincible Versus. So Rip has been around, commentating Tekken and playing Tekken for a very long time. So I definitely feel we can put our eggs into his basket if that's
we're in good hands.
Yeah, we're pretty in good hands if you want to dive into the Invincible Versus pool once that comes out. So that was a very interesting bit of news there. And then meanwhile, more details, which is regarding to the game itself. The game will be a 3v3 tag team fighting game. 7 characters so far. So we have Invincible, of course, Adam Eve. We have Omni-Man. We have Rexplode, or just Rex. Bulletproof, Thula, which is one of the Viltrumites, excuse me.
Yes.
And Lucan. I think Lucan is also one of the Viltrumites as well. But I don't think they really showed too much of Lucan. And let me make sure Lucan is the one I'm thinking of. Invincible. Yes. Okay. So that yes, Lucan is voiced by I believe Phil Lamar. Yes, Phil Lamar right there. That is the one. He is in the game as well, apparently. So that's the roster thus far. It will have crossplay, and thus far it is revealed to be on Xbox Series X and S, PC, of course. So that means yes, or Xbox PC. So it'll be in the Xbox. What do you call it? The actual Xbox store on your PC, and then Steam, of course, and PS5. And it also is developed by former core Killer Instinct devs. So and it is, yes, the one from, 2014 or 2012,
Yep.
like long time ago at this point, which is putting a little more gray hairs on our heads. Anyway, the game is also is coming slated to be released for next year, which is 2026. No, just a release year. No other details on the date on release. So, do you have any comments based off of like how the game looks or anything to that sort? Anything so far?
How the game looks, because I'm trying to not be biased of like trying to what's it called, compare it to other already games out there.
Yeah.
So at the moment, it looks good, because again, this probably is just an early build right now, so we don't know what the final.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, we probably not gonna see what it's fully gonna look like at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of am with everyone else that saw this. Is like, there's not really much what's it called, diversity for now, for like power wise.
Mhm.
Everyone flies, everyone punches.
Yeah.
I mean, at least with Eve, she does construct
yes.
a little bit. I just wish there was more.
Yeah.
Like, she makes walls, she makes the barriers, pretty
Mhm.
much do a little bit Green Lantern shit, like
Mhm.
how Injustice did.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Right.
And for me also, it's like, where's Daddy? Where's Battle Beast?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and fuck it, where's Alan?
Yeah, the alien. Yeah, Alan the alien. Right.
Like this would be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, he again fly punch, but
Mm-hmm.
I hope he cracks jokes while he's fighting. That's
Yeah.
just me.
Right. That is a good concern to bring up because yeah, like we don't really see diversity in terms of like the styles we see. Like yeah, like you were saying, like everyone just flies or floats, punches and stuff like that, and kicks. And the only one that kind of sticks out to me is Thula and Adam Eve because Thula has the what do you call the hair spear thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. So she
her
can't
hair whip, whatever you want to
her
call it.
hair whip thing, yeah. Which could make her like a flying scorpion essentially. But yeah, it does raise some concerns though also because yeah, like if you bring in other characters, what do? They also fly and punch. Like Alan and Anissa, right? Another Viltrumite. And then the most recent built, the old veteran Viltrumite Conquest. Yeah, Conquest also does essentially the same thing. Right. So it is tricky to make it like yeah, they're characters, but they're different characters, but when it comes to the actual fighting game, right?
Yep.
How do they stick out? So that's going to be a tricky little thing to do, and that's why I feel like they need to bring in more of those like characters like Rex, Robot, and like all those like obscure characters who aren't, while yes, not necessarily the most powerful in the show, in the fighting game space, they would definitely bring out the more of the sort of that diverse combat style.
Yep.
Yeah. So hopefully they take that into mind instead of just like bringing in all the the controversial characters like Anissa and Conquest, and later on a certain Viltrumite villain, right? And again, all he does also is fly and punch around, very much like Omni-Man. So it is going to be kind of tricky to like kind of give them reason why this should be in taking up a slot in a roster in a fighting game like this. But hey, I mean, maybe you'll just throw that out of the window and just be like, hey, these are characters from the show. You have a lot of choices or options, right? If you want if you want your flying punching guy to be Conquest, there you go, and then have your zoner whatever person, and then you have character C or whatever, right? I mean, I don't know. Yeah. You have your choices of like the brawler, definitely covered for sure. But when it comes to like the more not obscure, but like the more like just different archetypes, hopefully the choices will be pretty solid there. I mean, I think it's okay to have like like in Street Fighter we have like a bunch of Shotos, right? That's that's what happens, right? So hopefully we have while a prominent amount of like the flying punching guys, we have enough other people to kind of justify or kind of balance it out. So I mean, it'd be funny if a lot of people's teams comprise of just the Viltrumites, yeah. But hey, you could do that. You have the right to do so. But will it? I don't know. Will it cover the bases effectively? We'll see. Because what if someone like Adam Eve is like super good or whatever, right? Just because her coverage is really good or whatever the reason may be. And then you have someone like, Rex Blow who could like kind of be like Chris Redfield a little bit, but like also take in like other traits from like other characters who throw out bombs and stuff like that. And like essentially create traps, against your opponent.
Yep.
Yeah. Same with Robot. Like maybe Robot can put out like also more traps and stuff like that, but also like potentially be a puppet character because like Robot is a suit, and then you have Rudy, right, who can potentially control it, right, from elsewhere, and then or like some the other side of the screen, and then what I mean, like and do stuff, right? I don't know, things like that. I don't know. We'll see what liberties they'll take, and hopefully it'll be a pretty adequate fighting game. And then yes, and then one of the people who have been like testing it and QAing and all the stuff is Maximilian Dude, huge FG content creator, right? A lot. If you know, you know, right? So oh yeah, this is I think for, well, it is kind of related, but also for another discussion, I guess. But there has been during the week a conversation or discussion regarding to motion inputs, right? Because like games like 2XKO, right? They flat out said we're not going to do motion inputs, and then like the game right now is kind of infamous for having way too many buttons for like every special move or whatever. So it does have its cons, but also very apparent or pros, and but also very apparent cons, right? The negatives, because like if you have more buttons, that means you have more chances of hitting the wrong button, right?
Yeah, a misinput.
A misinput.
And then that costs you the match.
Yeah, it's a lot of buttons to deal with. So it's like actually counterintuitive for if you're gonna want to bring in the the casuals, right? Yeah. So there's been a pushback on for the demand of motion inputs. So Max here was asked about like, oh yeah, the motion input stuff. And he says, I always want less buttons to have normal motions as an option. Luckily, the Invincible versus crew at an early period in dev heard this and are aware of the demand. So hopefully games like Invincible versus will, implement the motion inputs. Maybe as well as, the whole auto combo option thing, right? And simple inputs option. I think Street Fighter 6 has done it tastefully, right? With the motion inputs, and of course you have the simple inputs or modern controls, right? Yeah, that's what it's called. You have the classic controls, and then you have the modern controls. Of course, the modern controls is more of like that one button and then like the directions and stuff like that to simplify how you do special moves. Kind of very reminiscent of Smash, right? So while yes, there is a price for that because you do lose out on one of your normals, right? But you get to have access to such special moves, without having to do the motion and such. But hey, the point I think here is that we should have options, whereas games like 2XKO have deliberately flat out said we're not doing motion inputs, and I think that's going to be one of their biggest thorns on their side, right? Or maybe one of the biggest straws that potentially would break the camel's back, because you're excluding like a large number of people who like fighting games because they're like familiarized with motion inputs. So if you're excluding them in a way, not like, okay, they're not allowed to play or anything like that, but the chances of them sticking with the game is going to be lower because you don't have motion inputs simply. So I think there has been a pushback on the motion input thing, and maybe hopefully the whole like auto combo / simple input thing gets a little mild down, because I think it is a little much, and the and I think 2x KO is kind of like the quote unquote worst case scenario of that, because yeah, you have so many buttons you have to deal with, which is why I just couldn't get into it, because I just could not map out my buttons to my liking, because again, way too many buttons, to get to do 2x KO essentially. So yeah, hopefully yes, hopefully Invincible versus kind of meets in the middle, or at least for me anyway, lean more towards the motion inputs, because I think at the end of the day, I think the casuals have no problem doing motion inputs either. It's just a matter of making everything else more accessible or fun for the casuals. And yes, it is in a sense simplifying the number of buttons, because yeah, the motions is what's taking up the inputs. So it really shrinks down the need to like map out your buttons and like, oh, I know I need to put this button right here because my pinky is like this or whatever, this and this and that, all that stuff. Yeah.
Also, like
Mhm.
when I was playing 2XKO the first time around, even at EVO, my brain and hands are already conditioned to do motion input.
Right.
And with these boots, you don't have time to like study. It's
Yes.
like on the fly, 1 or 2 rounds, get out.
Yeah.
So it took me a while, and it's kind of sad that it took me until the second round, which was already too late for me to finally, break the small habit, going like, oh, it's this and this, not half circle or stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, with 2XKO, because we haven't heard much about it.
Yeah.
I don't wanna say maybe we have a chance that they kind of like not shape up or whatnot, but kind of like go like, hey, maybe we should have the option
Yeah. So
to
like
have
turn things around and be like, you know what? Hey, we
we're
should.
sorry.
Yeah, like we heard you. Then we actually considered those feedbacks and stuff like that to now hopefully take the time to implement motion inputs for the fighting game in question. There is time for that, so it is possible. And maybe, hey, I mean, if there has to be a delay for it, then that's what needs to happen or should happen, right? If they want to take that route,
Yeah.
All right, so that's essentially that. Other than hopefully, yeah. Invincible versus Will can like kind of spread its wings more as we get more news and be like, yeah, we've been polishing up the game, making sure it's a fun video game and such, right?
Yep.
Yeah. In other news, yes, so there is an update where it comes to the season 1 pass for Fatal Fury. And we have a good look at Andy Bogard, who is going to be, yes, the first character in the lineup. He is coming out pretty soon at this point, because he was revealed like during the week we took a break, I think.
Yep.
So yeah, let's take a quick look at Andy Bogard. So Andy Bogard, City of the Wolves. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Uh-oh, hold on. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Ooh, right. It looks pretty sick.
Way different from his past iterations.
Yeah, yeah. He looks more like wild, you know. They're still doing the thing for the trailer. Ugh. Oh yeah, and then you gotta have the City of the Wolves, right?
The Shetty of the
Yeah.
So what'd you say?
Yeah. Yeah, I actually really liked his level 3 or whatever you call it. It's like,
You see this? Did you
yeah. Yeah. It is relatively simple, but the way it's executed is like really cool, you know? Like, yeah, you see this you see this, now your face is going to be a part of it, you know, pretty much. Really cool.
apologize?
Like, eat some dirt, like, pretty much. So yeah, pretty cool. And it's still within, like, you know, Andy's, like, I guess you could say character or fighting style. So yeah, seems like, yeah, he's like more like wild or like more aggressive. You know, he sounds more aggressive. Yeah. Like, whereas in what was it, KOF 15, he sounds more conservative or reserved, like, you know what I mean? You know. Any comments on Andy?
Like again, he's more shinobi this time around, so that's
Yeah, he's like he's
That's
like
going-
very nimble-ish.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to like I guess lore, and now I guess he finally gave in, so to speak, to like Mai's demands.
Maybe, huh?
It's like we will marry. You will learn my ways. It's like
Right.
yes, honey. Kick, punch, flip.
Yeah, he has like a demon flip pretty much, and can do like those types of moves. Kind of reminiscent with, like, you know, Kami or
Also-
Akuma. Yeah.
that throw, that forward throw it's kind of a whatchamacallit, a little aggressive.
Yeah.
Louder.
He just chucks you with one arm, dude. Just yeets you. Yeet. And then, yeah, he looks good. Like, he looks cool, you know? I like the new look. It's still Andy, but it's like nice. They took a good amount of liberties to make him cool. They didn't like go overboard and
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, you're right. Like, he has like, kind of like the Shinobi, like, poof, you know, that little puff of smoke. And yeah, he even has like a side switch. So that's like really neat. But he still has his, like, yeah, old moves like that, the little spinny kick thing that he does, drill kick thing. The cross chops or attacks. And like the little orb balls or whatever you call them. I think. But yes, he also has different things too. And then yeah, there's this level 3. They're still doing that weird like fade to black and then the level 3. You know?
Yep. It's like it's over, right? No.
Nope. Yeah, one more move. So, yep, pretty cool. Andy is pretty cool, actually. You know, who would have thought that someone like Andy could be actually really sick? All right. So he is coming out very soon, which is June 24th. Well, so by the time, well, yeah, by next week, I should say, yeah. He is out in the game. Canon is still slated for summer of 2025. Joe is fall 2025. Chun-Li is winter 2025. So we have like 4 characters coming in the same year. Like, holy crap. And then we have Mr. Big coming in early next year. Alrighty. Any other comments when it comes to Andy Bogard and anything else relating to the City of the Wolves?
Well, just for Andy, will he have special interactions with Mai?
Yeah.
I mean, there better be.
Yeah. I wonder how, like, what you get from these characters, right? For each character, do you like get? Obviously, there's like I'm pretty sure they'll have like an arcade mode, like story or whatever. But I wonder if they'll actually be integrated into what do you call it, like the RPG mode or whatever you call it? You know, maybe. Are they going to be integrated into the story, kind of like how Street Fighter 6 has been doing it for each of the characters, which is why it's only like 4 characters per pass. So I just wonder, like, how will they be integrated into the game? Like, are they just gonna take their typical route, wing it? All right, they just have the arcade mode. That's it, or will they actually have a part in the big RPG mode, or whatever you call it? Yeah, because they have more characters, right? They have at least by one, yes, but most of the characters are coming the same year. So yeah, that's just a little thing I wonder. But anyway, either way, Andy looks cool. Happy for the Andy fans, and hopefully he will be a a relevant character in the competitive side of things, especially with that $1 million prize money. Like, geez. Hopefully, yeah. All right. So next up, now we're gonna move on over to Street Fighter 6 a little bit. Speaking of which, it is relating to the artworks. So Nakayama-san was kind enough to post these on Twitter with the full body art of each of the characters for the upcoming pass. So we have Sagat right here, right? Now you get to see the full body of Crimson Viper or Sea Viper. Alex, of course. Now you can see what his pants look like and stuff like that. His shoes, boots, whatever. And of course you get to see Ingrid as well.
Ingrid.
Yep. Do you have any comments about Ingrid now that you see everything relatively? Shoes.
She's not a run of the mill Mahou Shoujo.
Yeah.
She looks like because if I remember her lore, she's a goddess. So
yeah.
I guess this is almost god, and well, when I say like goddess, like like how in past fighting game, like the goddesses outfits are like over exaggerated and shit. Like long
Yeah, very
robes, sleeves.
flashy, very flashy. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this kind of a outfit because she looks like she's you know a fashionista in a tasteful way. Like,
Yeah, it's yeah.
it's not it's
Mm-hmm.
it's not everywhere. It's like, wow,
Mm-hmm.
I can follow you. Like if she
Mm-hmm.
was in motion, my
Yeah.
eyes are not gonna be like, where am I looking at?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I still want to know what the book is about.
Right.
This
I wonder.
this
Yeah.
book catalogs all everyone's wishes that I have granted,
Yeah. Oh, I wonder
and
if
it's
it's
also my checkbook.
maybe your checkbook. Yeah, it keeps tracks of all the things that she buys,
Transactions.
transactions, including food and like drinks and.
I don't remember spending $3,000.
Yeah. Maybe though it could be a hint of like how much magic she'll be using. Maybe I don't know. Because I actually don't remember much on how she actually fought in games like Fighting Evolution and the Alpha series and stuff like that. So I think this might be the opportunity for them to just like not I don't want to say like do an overhaul on her overall kit, but just I don't know, like they might do some big changes to what people know of Ingrid when it comes to her gameplay and stuff like that.
Yeah, her past iteration.
Yes, in comparison especially. So I don't know. I can only just judge based off of what I'm seeing here, and maybe the book is actually like a spell book or something. She's a spellcaster kind of vibe or something, or I don't know. Maybe a sorcerer or something. I don't know. More of a sorcerer-esque. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. And I mean, she is the last character, so it'll take a while. It'll take a long while before we can get to see anything at all when it comes to Ingrid. Alex, pretty straightforward. I thought as much. Except the color of his pants. I thought it was gonna be like dark green or something, but they just kept it like dark, like a navy almost overall, or more towards maybe blackish. I think it's like a dark navy or something. But I like the ribs, right? And then you can kind of get to see like the knee pads underneath. It looks like. But yeah, it's a pretty straightforward design overall on the bottom, that is. But when it comes to everything on top, he looks like definitely looks like a wrestler, but got some drip going on with the vest, with the fur trim on it. And again, love the integration of the beanie, the use of it. Yes, we are not gonna see the red headband and all that, but it's
I wouldn't. Excuse me, count that out. Maybe that would be his alt costume.
well, I'm just specifically talking about this default costume right here. Of course they're gonna have his class costume, no question at all. What I'm talking about here is just he's wearing a beanie. That's gonna be his default, right? Not the headband. It is different. It is quite different, but I think it works because it's very urban. It gets that. It gives more of that urban-esque sort of look. It's New York-esque, if you will, because he's from New York, and it really like fits him into the vibes of Street Fighter 6 even more. So like I said, someone like Alex was built for that sort of game, for the whole like urban, like kind of the whole graffiti thing and all that fun stuff. Urban punk, I guess, if you want to call it that. yeah, I think they did a really good job with this design thus far. But and this is of course going to all the characters. We have to see how this all translates into the 3D models, the actual models in the game. Yeah, I mean, like who knows what Alex's hair is gonna look like in the game, but I think because of the RE engine, I think it will be done pretty good. Whereas when it came to Street Fighter Five, I forgot what engine they were using. I think it was like it might have been Unreal. I don't know, but the way they did it is like it was like clumps or something. So it had like so that's why like Alex's hair came out like French fries, and then like Ken had banana hair, and then fucking like someone like Kadeen had curly fries. So like um like it wasn't really like hair, right? It kind of just looked like something you would see on your figures, right? Like your anime figures. It's just like a cluster thing of resin or whatever, acrylic plastic or whatever you want to call it, right? Like, you know what I mean? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't really flow like hair. Though they tried, but it didn't flow like your typical hair. But because of the realism and the RE engine, I think we're pretty good. But yeah, meanwhile, Crimson, good God, right? She's actually rocking more reddish leggings, whereas yeah, like somebody imagined like more like the typical dark leggings like this. Somebody drew that out. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it works. Though personally, I think it should have been the matching like color with with her upper body, right? But hey, it's Crimson Viper, so I guess crimson, right? Or reddish. What do you think? What do you think of Sea Viper's design now that you see everything else too?
Well, if you told me this was the next Afro in One Piece, I will believe you.
Yeah, yeah, like the coat thing. Yeah, I like the jacket cape.
I do
thing.
like her hair. It's
Yeah.
not in that weird pearl or whatever.
Yeah, it was like the braid, like the long braided
Yeah.
tail with the weird pompadour thing, like I said before. It's like she's just letting it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, put a big ass red R on top of her chest. She's Jessie, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She definitely looks like Jessie if Jessie decided to drip out, like really, like let the drip, flow. if you know what I'm saying.
Well, she can't because James always steals that.
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, you're right, you're right, you're right. Yeah, it's funny because they did the role reversal. James is wearing like the dresses, and Jesse's and then Jesse's the one that's all like handsome and like what I mean, like wears the suits, the blazers, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the choice of having her wearing the jacket cape thing. I'm a sucker for that. And I'm sure like when she moves back and forth in the game, it'll be all like floaty or flowy, I should say, flowy and all that fun stuff. Because fighting games, especially with Street Fighter and Tekken, they love the capes. They love the little floaty, flowy things to show off the engine that it's on or that it's using. When it's comparing to this, I do like the high heels and stuff like that. Maybe she should have wore high heels as opposed to high heel boots. But I don't know. Maybe in an alternate outfit she'll be wearing high heels or something like that. And of course, again, she'll definitely wear the outfit from before in Street Fighter 4, the classic, quote unquote, the classic outfit. I'm sure they'll, celebrate that. And I do wonder too, like how will they look? Everyone else will look in their classic outfits, and what are their outfit threes are going to be like? Because a number of characters have been getting their third outfits, so I wonder
Yes.
what are their third outfits are going to look like. I think that's like one of the other big questions. Now, when it comes to Sagat, not much of a surprise because we've already seen a teaser of his in-game model anyway, so nothing to add more to than what we already have said or seen. All right. Sagat, his classic outfit is not much to it. He has the red trunks, or not red, blue, excuse me, blue trunks, and all that fun stuff. Again, what the hell is it going? What the hell is his third outfit going to be? That's really the big question as well. That's essentially it. That I got for these characters, man. Yeah. Anything else you wanted to add when it comes to anyone else?
I do like. If we go back to Alex,
Uh-huh.
classic Alex, chop.
Yeah.
So
The pose. Yeah.
So I like that.
Yeah.
And then I guess we're already seeing like their ink splatter when they do their drive rush.
Yes. Right. Street Fighter is still like on the sort of the trend of like the ink thing, right? Started from like Street Fighter 4. But I think that over time, I think it's gotten better looking, right? It's not just black ink. It's, something that represents them. With Alex with the greenish colors, Ingrid with the more pinkish, but also some hues of blue and stuff like that. Pretty cool. Right? Same with Viper. You got a little bit of the blue, but also red. Sagat is a little, or I guess it's it matches the tiger color, so yellow
Black
with a
and yellow, black and yellow.
yeah, yellow with a little bit of black, and then a little bit of darker yellow too. So like kind of going through the hues of a tiger, I guess you could say. Also, I guess his tiger shots are orangish or whatever, so I guess it correlates with that. All right. So that's pretty much it for that. Thank you, Nakayama-san, for providing the full body artwork for each of the characters for the year 3 pass. Now, for us too, we'll have to wait for a little bit because Alex is coming out spring of next year, and then Ingrid's like summer probably of next year, which is going to be a pretty long wait.
Yep.
Whereas Sagat is coming out, what was it, like summer/fall of this year, and then Viper will be, I think it was like later in the fall or early in the winter or something like that. I think within the same year as Sagat. Alrighty, so that should be that for that part. EVO related news. I think the registration has come to a close not too long ago. Yeah, June 9th was the last day. We don't have the numbers, but we do have the placements. So going from 8 to 1, can you read out what we're looking at here on the chart?
All right, let's start with our top 8s
Yes.
for games.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to go from top to
Bottom. Yeah,
top to bottom?
that's what I said. 8-1. So bottom up. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said A.
Oh.
That's why I was like,
Yeah.
Where's the A? Anyways.
Yeah.
At number 8, we have Mortal Kombat Juan.
Juan. Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I'm gonna repeat a lot of stuff. So good luck to all the players there. Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
At number 7, returning. Would you just say it as a staple of EVO?
Yes.
A returning staple game.
Yes.
A returning staple EVO game. Marvel
Yes.
versus Capcom DOS.
Dose. Yes.
Do a fucking infinite, everybody.
you wanna learn a fucking infinite?
Learn today.
You're gonna learn today. Yes. Although that's from
At
Mortal
number
Kombat,
6.
to be fair. Justin Wong.
Yeah.
Thank you for playing Jax against a little boy that learned that day. Anyway, sorry. Go on.
No, it would be so funny in Mortal Kombat, that little boy, right?
Yeah.
That Justin bullied
Yes.
is in the tournament, and he goes and he's like, "Look at that motherfucker!" He's like,
Oh,
"Oh,
well, he should be older by then. Yes, but yeah.
This
He
kid
learned.
wants beef with
Yeah.
you."
He learned. That'd be such a funny storyline.
Would you call that like the villain arc for that kid?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it depends, right? Yeah.
All right, number 6.
Yes.
Under Night in Birth 2. Am I even gonna try to pronounce the last part?
Sis Celeste. That's how it goes.
Sicily, got it.
Sicily. Sicily. Yeah. Sicily. Yeah. Japanese people love their long titles for some reason.
Yeah, just like that anime title. That anime, I think I showed you. Like it was a long ass name. I gotta look for it again.
There's a good number of them. Yeah.
Number 6. Have fun. I don't know what the game is about, so I'll stop there. I heard of it.
It's an
I just
anime
don't
fighting
know.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all. I think it's developed by French Bread. I forget. There's also the Under Night and then there's Melty Blood. I get the two mixed a lot of times. Yeah.
I'm more familiar with the Blood of Milky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. For the halfway mark, number 5.
Yeah.
Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising.
Yes.
Now, since you, sir, play more of Grand Blue versus and know more of the mobile aspect of it,
Yes.
who are your top 4 characters that we're probably going to see in this tournament?
Hard to say because I don't keep up with the fighting game side as well as the mobile game side, so it is a little hard to judge. But
What do you want to see?
who do I want to see? Okay, so I like to
Like
see
top 5.
I'll keep it 4 for now. Or not in a particular order. So
Yeah,
I would
no order, just
yeah, just 4 characters I like to see. So
Yeah.
Galleon, who was most recently announced. What was it? I want to see. Well, okay. Ladiva is that grappler, but I think Ladiva kind of got shafted even when Rising came about. You know, so Ladiva kind of got still the short end of the stick, but that is kind of typical for the typical grappler. At least with Galleon is a grappler, quote unquote, but she has kind of zoner-esque tools-ish, so she has more tools. So she is essentially the better Ladiva, if you want to put it that way.
Yes,
But I'm gonna go ahead and throw in Ladiva just for the hell of it. All right. The other two, let me just pull up the roster just so I don't get things mixed up.
Okay.
All right. So characters, bam. All right. Oh wow, yeah, it's been a hot minute. I actually would like to see Zeta, because I actually really do like Zeta in the story. Kind of like that Tom girl ish, right? So I like to see more. I would like to see Zeta at Evo's like top, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Beelzebub is the other character I like to see just because Beelzebub is really cool. Now, he is kind of a piece of shit in the story. He is a villain, whatever, but something about him, I liked him. So I would like to see more Beelzebub. But I do not know specifically how he is in the current meta at the moment. Just like most of these other characters besides I'm just assuming that Lediva is kind of like have gotten the short end of the stick at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah. So just to kind of clarify, Zeta, Beelzebub, Galleon. Where's Galleon? I guess Galleon. It's not included in here for some reason. Okay. Galleon and Lediva is who I like to see. I guess it might be in the news of this website. I'm not too sure why they're not included in here. Anywho, that is that. All right. So number 4. Let's continue on. What's number 4, Zawa?
Okay, number 4.
Yes.
Guilty Gear Strive.
Strive. All right.
Not Strive, Strive.
Strive, yeah. It's like very Eastern European-ish. I don't know. Like I get your Eastern European vibes when we say it like that. Strive. I don't know why.
we are a cultured bunch here.
Yeah.
I don't want to see any more fucking Happy Chaos.
Yeah. Or what's his face? Asuka? What's his name?
Yeah,
the big
Asuka.
Asuka, yeah.
The fucking the Mahou Shoujo fuck
the magic guy.
yeah, fuck this place.
Mm-hmm. Yes. That guy. Oh yeah, he's be called that man. Remember that? In previous lore. One character, of course, I think it resonates with you. Potemkin, like to see more of him.
Not just me, you too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it resonates with as you as well. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Right.
But because of Alba that came out, I would love to see her be up there.
Yeah.
Along with Venom, but I don't see it in the heart of the cards.
Yeah. Right.
I want to see that one person somehow defies all odds and bring it and just have Faust and Geo make it up to top 8 at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, all of them. Let's see. Just to kind of a refresher. Yeah.
I can't see Testament making it up there. I can see Jacko.
Huh. You're interesting.
Bridget, maybe.
Oh, I want to see Slayer. I want to see some good Slayer gameplay. Because I've seen some ridiculous crap with Slayer. So
I just remember we might see a lot of Ram.
Oh yeah, you're right. Ram is definitely up there too. You know, and then you got the one Eno player, right? I forget his name. I think he's from Korea. Yeah. Um, I think it's Eno. Eno is in his name, but I forget the full handle.
Banga.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, Eno will be pretty cool, especially that from that one player. Yes.
Yeah.
I want to see Dizzy. Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard too much about Dizzy, but overall, I think I want to see either Pot or Slayer most in the top portions of Evo. Yeah. Alrighty. Oh, sorry. All right. What's number 3?
Number 3 is Fatal Fury. Shitty
Yeah.
of the cat.
Of the shit.
We're gonna miss him.
Yeah.
Welcome to Shitty Walk. What you want?
Shitty walk. Yeah. Got the shit. Yeah.
I forget when is Andy's gonna
And he's coming out soon. And he's coming out very soon.
That's the thing too. So I wonder if he's gonna be tournament legal. You know, because he's still relatively new.
I think he'll be fine. But hey, don't quote me on that. What do I know, right?
I mean, I know he's fine, Hawk, but still.
Yeah. No, he got a big glow up, right? You know, so yeah. But anyway,
I do want to see Terry's. You know, there's going to be them Terry players.
Yes.
I do want to see Musical Man somehow dominate people.
Yeah, Ganachi, yes. Yeah. I think though, unfortunately, Ganachi is on the lower side of things. But we'll see. We'll see the maybe the one low tier. Yeah. The low tier hero make it through. I don't know. We'll see. I think what we'll see more of though, if we're gonna, think about the two celebrities is the man. Ronaldo.
Oh yeah, I kind of do my motion because this model doesn't have the hand motion.
Yeah. It doesn't. You can't do this.
Stare at my ass.
Yeah, Ronaldo. So he's more likely going to make it through than Ganachi. But we'll see. We'll see about that. I think the top character still right now is, I think, what was her name? Like Hokuto or something. I think her name was. Yeah, of all the characters, it's the little girl, of course. That's the top character at the moment. Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. Yeah, I think that's Hokuto. Or hopefully I'm getting the name right. Let me just check real fast here. Oh, Hotaru. Excuse me, Hotaru. I'm thinking of Hokuto Maru. I think that's what happened here. Yeah, Hokuto Maru. That's what happened. Okay.
I mean, yeah, he's a little girl.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess. T-Zog is another character that's like on the bottom at the moment.
I know, it's like T-Zog. You mean that I'm sorry to say got erased from this game because I hardly see anyone use him, which is sad.
Yeah, the only person I see using T-Zog quite a bit is Automatic. So but other than that, he has a hell's
It's like,
chance.
thank you for keeping the dream alive. So.
Yeah, pretty much. But he has a chance in hell to even make it to, like, I don't know, that part of the top.
Yep.
Yeah, but at the moment it is Hotaru that has the S tier placement at this very moment. Yeah. It could change, it could shift, I don't know. Not 100%. I think Rock Howard is up there though. I think so. There is a chance we'll definitely see more Rock Howards than anything. I'm not sure about B Jenny. I think B Jenny is missing some things from what I've heard, so that's why she's like at most A, but somewhere more B-ish. Well, I could be wrong. I don't know about Preacher. I think Kevin is actually one of the top two as well, I should say. I don't know about Billy Kane.
The Billy Kane.
Kane, I don't know. Gato might be up there. I think kind of up there. I don't know about Kim. Yeah. And then Ganachi not super high. Hulk Tomorrow, I think is kind of closer to the top. So I don't know. We'll definitely see though. We'll definitely see about that. Anyway, number 2. Numero dos. Dos. Who that?
Number 2 is Tekken.
Ocho?
Is Ocho?
Ocho is 8, yes.
Yeah.
Because that's why when it's, remember when there was like ESPN the Ocho? It's the 8.
Yeah.
The 8. Tekken,
Well, I was gonna say Tekken Hachi.
Hachi, yeah. Hey, Hachi, yeah. Yeah.
No. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
It's going to be.
I want to say the first character I want to see just for Yusa. I want to see our silent killer.
Dragunov, yeah. I like Dragunov, yeah.
So he can get nerfed to the ground even more.
Oh my god. They tried. They tried, but
I don't know why would he do that to him.
I don't know, man.
It's like, do they have a hate boner for him?
He was just really good from the beginning. That was he and the heat rush mechanic were just made for each other pretty much. For some reason. I like to see him. I want to see some Dragunov, but come on, man. I want to see Jack 8. Come on, man. I want to see more Jack.
Yeah.
Jack 8. Come on, man. I hope Anakin can pull through, but I also hope I think there were a couple other Korean Jack players, but besides Saint.
Yes.
I'm not sure, but anyway, hopefully Jack will at least be able to touch the top 8 somewhere. But I would like to see Anakin more specifically, the player, just because he reps the US, he plays Jack, all that fun stuff. Yes. Yeah.
I don't think King's gonna make it. So
yeah. You want to see King, but yeah.
Yeah, I want to see King.
Yeah.
I can see Nina.
Yeah, because Arslan Ash has been using Nina as well, so that's up there. But you know what's funny? Anna was like the most recent character that won CEO with Atif, I think his name is. Atif won CEO with Anna. So yeah, man. Like if we see Anna versus Nina in a top 8 or even grand finals, that'd be pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or what if somehow top 3 already, right?
Yeah.
It's like down to the wire, and they do their little character switch. We see a bear. Any of the bears?
Oh man, yeah. That'd be the shocker, right? It's like, wait, that's not Rangchu. That's not Rangchu playing.
Who's this? Who's this copycat?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I swear, if someone like Arson Ash, pulls out the bears, that'd be like, whoa, shocker, kind of a shocker.
It's like, excuse me. It's like time out.
Yeah. All right, so number one. Last but not least, who is number one?
It is Roku Street Fighter. 6 Street.
Yeah, 6 Street Fighter. Yeah, 6 Street Fighters. Can you imagine? Street Fighter 6 only has 6 fighters at the start.
I mean, in a sense, we might only see 6 fighters out of the damn roster make it up there.
Yeah, you're right. You probably are right.
It's like, no, I'm not sounding like an asshole. I'm stating facts.
Yeah.
I want to say Elena is going to be up there.
Oh,
just
yeah,
to
Elena.
traumatize people.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh god.
Oh, right.
That's all. That's all you need hear. Healing.
Yeah, we'll see.
Just see the other opponent's face, just like,
yeah,
I hate you really badly.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how much the healings will take place, especially during top 8. That would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
But people like Punk are still making Cammy look very strong, right?
Yep. I can see Cammy make it up there.
Yeah, Cammy, Akuma, of course. Ken, of course. Possibly Luke, but I haven't seen Luke too much, thankfully. But yeah, nonetheless. But you gotta always count on people like Menardi to like make it through with the Blanca. I think the Blanca is back. Right? His Blanca is back, and then he still has the Geef, and at least in second slot or whatever. He still has the Geef. I think he also has a Bison in Bison. See, he has a pretty solid plethora of characters to choose from. That's in his comfort zone. But speaking of which, I think Bison has, of course, a pretty good chance to be seen in top 8 as well. Yeah. Who's another like top quote unquote? Oh yeah, Rashid. There's another character that tends to be up there. But Ryu, yeah, because Ryu got all those buffs, and we've seen very strong Ryu players show up. So that's also going to be a problem for those who don't like Ryu. Yeah. So I think yeah. There is a pretty good chance for a lot of characters in Street Fighter 6 though to make it through. Maybe the exception will be Marisa, right? Marisa still has the short end of the stick. Same with Manon. Lily, I haven't seen too much Lily. Yeah, I think those are the characters that kind of quickly come to mind. Anything else you wanted to add?
We just see whatchamacall. I'm trying to think like out of like left field character to make it all the way up to top 8.
Well, Jury has that potential too of just making it coming out of nowhere, because she's like I think she's like right there, but has a couple of other shortcomings.
I'm like really talking like, holy shit! Well, how is this person like, or how is this character like? Really, like, how are you here?
Right.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I guess Lily.
Lily, yeah. I was thinking of Lily of all the characters that could like
come, yeah.
Yeah.
just come out of nowhere. Because I'm gonna say we're going to see some Terrys, but we're not going to see them
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
enter like at least enter like top 20. You know.
Well, we have to wait and see because Lashar was the one who won
Yeah.
CEO as of late. So Lashar has been pretty strong. So we'll definitely see a good chance of Terry's and Mize because of players like him. And then you have someone like Riddle. I think it's like Riddles or Riddle, who also plays Terry. And for those who don't know, Riddle is from the Smash part of the community. And he also rocked Terry there, funny enough. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. You just never know. The Terrys might make it through as well. But speaking of the placements, I'm not super surprised. I mean, Street Fighter 6 kind of a given. Tekken 8 kind of a given. A little surprised that Fatal Fury is made into the top 3, so that's pretty cool. I forget if Sunday Finals is like what? It's 3 games, right? It's the top 3 games that that they show, right? And then now Guilty Gear Strive is kind of falling a little short. Unfortunately. But hey, I mean, it is what it is. Because Fatal Fury has that prize money, man. The money is where it's at, yeah. You know, you can say.
Yep. Get him.
Yeah. So, but Mortal Kombat, I'm not super surprised, but the rest of them, I'm like, don't know what to make of it. It could have been interchangeable, if I'm going to be honest, between Granblue, Under Night, and Marvel 2. If I'm going to be frank here. Anything you wanted to add or object, possibly?
More of a concern for like when we hit finals.
Right.
I better not like see or read on Twitter or online, you know, certain people are messy fuckers in those seats.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Let's keep it classy.
Yes. Hopefully the bathroom situation is taken
the
care
battlefield
of.
situation.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, in any case, I'm not going to attend to the Sunday arena. I think there should be a watch party of sorts, right? When it comes to certain communities and stuff like that. Depending on, you know, who you follow and stuff like that when it comes to the streamer. I think those said content creators are going to have their watch party areas, yes? That's what I'm guessing. So, I don't know. That should be that, though, for the EVO stuff. I don't know if they put out the numbers. Well, let's check and see right now if they did or not. Oh, there's late registration. Okay, there's still late registration going on. Okay, so okay, so it's still going on. The registration is still going on. So we don't know the numbers just yet. Yeah. So I think what happened though that got some people like, oh wow, this is what the badge will look like when you what do you call get the Street Fighter 6 bundle? Okay, that's kind of cute.
Yep.
That's kind of cute. Yeah.
I think I did them.
You I believe you did, yeah. Oh, Riddles. Yeah, it is Riddles.
Oh, Riddles.
Yeah, Riddles.
Yeah, the EVO Street Fighter version.
Yeah. What was it? So I guess like the okay. See, I thought they were gonna cut off the registration like not too far from now, or it was like very recently stopped or whatever you call it. When was it? I guess it's not here. There was a bit of controversy because of, well, I guess it is. I guess it is still a big controversy in a sense because of this. So PlayStation had a deal, right? That if you buy, I think like any of these items, including the Pro controller from the PlayStation side, the headphones, or this weird controller contraption thing, I forget what it was called. Anyway, and then the one of the fight sticks, right? You get a 50% off of your EVO Las Vegas 3-day ticket bundle, I guess. For any of these products that you buy. If you buy any of these products, you get the 50% off like code or something like that. But right, this was announced way into the registration. So a lot of people were like, "Hey, like why didn't you do this like right at the beginning instead of this late?"
Waiting. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, cuz like yeah, Vegas, baby. Yeah. Someone says I think his name is like Leon Hart. Yeah. I know it's a great deal and all, but you're pissing off a lot of people that they've already registered and have a hotel set up. Y'all should have done this as soon as registration was open. It's remarkably tone deaf. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? That's so, like, dumb. So, most of the people, especially for those who actually are playing, right? They could have literally bought themselves a new stick and saved money going to EVO. Right? So it's like, why now? Like, what the fuck? That was such a weird thing to do. It's like that was such a hard thing to fuck up, but they fucked up. So I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you make of it, man? Besides what hasn't been said.
It's only kind of pulling that. Whoops! bad.
Yeah.
We forgot to hit the tweet.
Yes. Very, very late there, sir. It was right at 9 a.m. on June 12th. Very, very late there, sir. And it's funny because it's what do you call it? I guess this is going on between June 12th and June 26th. That's the last day, I guess, for this deal. It's like, yeah, it's like, why now when everybody else like bought their tickets already or the badge already? It's just so dumb. It is so dumb. But hey, I guess at the end of the day, it pays off to wait in a way. Is that the lesson we should take away from this? Is that how we should take away from this whole situation? Is just wait. Don't do the early bird special. Just wait for a deal like this to pop up. Right? Especially if you haven't decided, right? If you still don't know during the beginning, like, oh yeah, I have to figure out my vacation times or whatever hours, whatever, right, from work. Now, not everyone's gonna get in on that early bird special, so for something like this, right, might have been a good opportunity in a sense, especially if everything else lined up, like, oh, man, I need a new controller. Oh shit, if I buy this, oh yeah, I want to go to EVO. Let's go, right? That would be so funny for that person. But for everyone else, everybody was pissed off, including someone like, oh wait, let me go back, sorry. Someone like Flux, another FGC or fighting game player. Announcing this and the Chipotle promotion after ending normal registration is legitimately a slap in the face to anyone and everyone who registered on time. Yeah, so it's like, so you're rewarding people who are registering late. So again, is the lesson here to fucking just wait? So there's no incentive to get the early bird special? Yeah, because I guess apparently there's also something similar happening with Chipotle.
Yeah.
I don't know what the exact deal was, but yeah, also late in the game. Yeah, zero integrity at all. There has to be form of transparency here because this is just wrong in so many ways. Bro, 50% off for being late. I guess I did it wrong then. Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, so it just pays off to be late. You know, is that the message? I guess yeah. Next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can test that.
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be the dumbass or smartass to buy early.
Yeah. They get
So
that.
I can just like buy it and forget about it,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah. So buy and yeah, just do it and forget. Yeah, until August of that year. But yeah, because like how much? Wait, how much is the early bird special? It's just like 20%, right? It's 20% off or something like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
and if we wait for Max's like
Thing.
stuff,
Yeah.
it'll be
21%.
21.
Yeah, 21%. Right. Again, that came in a little late too. So I mean, I'm not gonna entirely blame it on him, of course, but or blame it on him at all. But like, yeah, I mean, it's sending the wrong message, I think, and
Yep.
I don't know. I guess it really depends on how you look at things. It's like, okay, so the early bird special is for those who know they're going to EVO. They know they're going to EVO, right? And they have their vacation already set, whatever. They know they're going to EVO. When it comes to though, like the PlayStation one, that's like super fucking late though. At least with Max, it was still within like the normal window. But yeah, it was still relatively later on, but it's still relatively in that same window. But yeah, PlayStation, man, that's like, that's so fuck. It's fucked up too because it's 50% off, right?
Yep.
Now, granted, yes, you have to buy those expensive products. It's the 4 things or whatever, and they're relatively fucking expensive, I think. Especially the fight stick, especially the Pro controller, as well. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of it, man. Other than that fucking sucks. Right? And should we wait? I don't know. I guess we can test that for next year. Alrighty. Last one for fighting games. We have it here. Oh yeah, so there was a bit of a stir in the pot because Arslan Ash, top player in Tekken, put out an unfortunate, or a picture of unfortunate circumstances because he got a haircut, right? And then he got he got a bit of a fade or whatever going on, and he wanted to show it. Yeah, and he wanted to show it off, but unfortunately, I guess maybe it was like the angle or something, like the way he took it, or I don't know. That mirror looks pretty dirty too. That could be that too. I don't know.
Yeah.
But a lot of things took place, unfortunately, on his part, where his fade kind of looked like it's not a fade. It was like kind of like a mess. It was like messy or whatever.
Yeah, like a botched.
Yeah, botched job. You see this big old patch right there, or at least what it looked like a big patch. Or so everybody was like, oh yeah, Harada sends his regards, or yo, that they give you a patch. Like, Barbara was like, don't ask me for shit. He got the season 2 haircut. Oh my god. Looking like a spoiled fade. The skull emoji. Skull emoji. And then yeah. A lot of those sort of comments. Right. Especially in the actual tweet. Ash is like, stop guys. Oh man, somebody says F word. That fade is the equivalent of the first Tekken 8 patch. Oh my god, no, please, please. Yellow rank Barber. Oof, oof. Oh yeah, there's this big screenshot of Yakuza 7 with Ichiban when he got his haircut. But that's funny because that's the hair that's mostly associated with him. It's a bad haircut. Yeah, a little bit of context. He asked for a what's called a punch perm in Japan. It's kind of, I guess it's like a popular haircut amongst like classic, old school Yakuza slash gangsters, Japanese gangsters.
Yeah, or
Mhm.
what do they call it? Delinquents. 'Cause,
Delinquents.
you know, delinquents
Yeah.
will have like the pompadour. and
Pompadours.
such.
Yeah. Yeah. He asked for that, but instead he got this, and the girl in the back, that's the person who cut his hair. So she had no idea what a fucking perm or punch perm was. So yeah, that's that. Oh, they fucked up. they fucked. Oh man. Yeah. And someone zoomed in on the little patch right there, but I think overall though his hair was fine during the actual CEO.
Yep.
Yeah. But it was like it was just funny. I think for the most part everyone had a good laugh. Even like during Arson Ash's like the CEO entrance or whatever you call it. The CEO loves to do their wrestling style entrances. His entrance was just him like showing off his hair, you know, like swooping it back, like, "Hey, this is my fade. This is what it actually looks like, guys." And it looked good. It looked all right, you know, for what it was. But I don't know, something about this picture, man, it just set everybody off. You know.
Yeah, I kind of want to say like I agree with you. It took the wrong angle. He took the wrong angles.
Yeah.
I I hate the I think the infinity mirror kind of like also was distracting.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah. I wonder where he's okay. It looks like it is at a barber shop though, so I'm kind of questioning why the mirror is like the kind of dirty. Feel like they need to clean that pretty often. I don't know.
Oh no, it's not dirty. It's custom. It's custom dirty.
Mhm. Yeah, it's custom. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think even his like caption didn't help things. You know, fresh fade game strong. I
Fresh fade game off.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That's what happened. That was the people have been calling like the Tekken 8 season 2 just like I don't know. There was a series of pictures that happened during CEO and they're just like very there's something. Let's just put it that way cuz like there's I don't know if the shirtless thing was during CEO, but I think it was like another tournament, I think. Another major tournament. I think that was Combo Breaker, right? That when Arson Ash went shirtless for an auction along with Lohai. I think it was Lohai. Another
Yeah.
another player went shirtless. Anyway, they accumulated that along with the haircut and then like other like CEO happenings, let's just put it that way.
Yep.
As like, okay, these are the most prominent things for Tekken 8 Season 2 rather than the actual Season 2 patch, which is funny. So that's kind of been a meme for Tekken 8. All right. Let's try to get a chug along here and let's go into the frontline news. All right. Nintendo. Yes, Nintendo Switch 2. What do you know? It performed well so far in terms of sales. 3.5 million units worldwide in its first 4 days, becoming the fastest selling Nintendo hardware ever globally. All right, so I guess for a comparison, thanks to Nintendo deal, Switch 1 during the so in 4 weeks was 2.7 million. PS4 6 weeks 4.2 million. 6 weeks, right? PS5 7 weeks 4.4 million. But in 4 days, 4 fucking days, man, the Switch 2 has already achieved that number. What do you know, right?
What do you know? I mean, again, it's with people that has money.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
looks at the corner of my room of the Final Fantasy shit I bought.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
You say that as you bought so many of the fucking booster boxes. Yeah.
No,
Yep.
3. Technically 3.
Technically
1
3.
is not here yet.
Ah, gotcha.
But as I said before, when we started the podcast today,
Yeah.
if I were gonna sell some of my pools of what I got so far, I actually would make my money back.
Mm-hmm,
But I ain't,
yeah.
because Hawk already saw the one that I have.
Mm.
That thing is close to my heart because I love FF6. So, and it's also drawn by Amano. So it's like, yeah, no,
Gotcha.
this is my precious.
Precious.
Yeah.
Precious. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, speaking of money, man, Nintendo making that money. Of course. Of fucking course. So pretty crazy though. 4 days. Not even within the week, less than a week. 3.5 million units.
I do also want to say, like, for Switch 2, there is an abundance of the system. So, we're not getting that stupid, like how on Twitter and stuff, we're like saying when the PS5 came out, there's no such thing as a PS5. They're not here. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You're lying.
Yeah.
There's a PS5 shortage. Like with Switch 2, it's like they knew. Nintendo knew that people wanted it, so that's why they cranked the production
up. Yeah, seems like, right? Yeah, and a good number of people were like, yeah, I just walked in and bought a Switch 2.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, it was still a little hard to get it through online, but lo and behold, I got a little lucky. But the only actual Switch, the only actual Switch 2 game is, yes, Mario Kart. So
Marios.
yeah, sorry, were you gonna ask or say?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. With your hands-on with the Switch 2,
Yes.
how easy was it to data transfer or save?
It was
data
actually transfer the Switch 1 to Switch 2. It was easy. It was absolutely easy. The only hard part is to kind of pick a spot for both of your Switches. So, but luckily I have my little table right here to kind of make that happen.
Now, do you have it?
What? Like
About of the person that lost like 1,000 hours.
Oh, I saw that story.
About their Pokemon.
Yeah, so I saw that story. Yeah. But yeah, basically what happened was, during the transfer, apparently something went wrong, and he essentially lost pretty much 20 years of Pokemon during that process. Yeah, dude.
So I wonder if it was like not a freak of nature, but like a semi bad connection, like it just disconnected. Like it accidentally went to sleep mode, because sometimes sleep mode does cut off the connection.
Yeah, I wonder how
But
much.
it shouldn't.
Yeah,
It shouldn't, right?
I don't think so. Like I don't. I just wonder what he was doing though during that process. Like maybe like did he touch the switch or did it fall on the floor? Like I don't know. Like did he
He
drop
was
some?
trying to also download those H games
Yeah,
on
the
the
H games. Yeah,
which I know they were alive and well in regular Switch or regular Nintendo eShop, but to just see it on the front page
right.
of the Nintendo, it's like, family console, everybody, family. We want you to make a
Yeah,
family.
right. I wonder though if he actually did something to his Switch, like mod it or something, right? And
Oh
maybe yeah.
well, from what I read, it's if you even attempt to mod it,
Uh-huh.
outright brick.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean,
Like
no, not for Switch 2, but for the Switch 1, because that's where he
yeah,
did most of his Pokemon stuff, I'm sure. And maybe he add a mod to enhance his experience with Pokemon, like I don't know, better EVs or values or whatever you want to call them, and then like I don't know, like better shine, more chances of shinies or something like that. You just never know. You just
yeah.
never know what that person did, and that's why it led to this. It's like, you know. I mean, I feel for the guy, but at the same
Yes.
time, I don't, I don't know all the details of what you did to your Switch, so I mean, I can't say, you know.
Yep, we cannot say.
Yeah.
It's just like again, like our condolences, like
Mm-hmm. That it happened, but
because uh, knock on wood, when eventually I do get the Switch 2 and do the sales transfer, let's say freak of nature,
yeah,
my Bayonetta save file is kaput.
yeah,
I'll be okay because I'll be like, "Hmm, I get to start this game anew."
yeah, right. But you definitely can't say the same for 20 years of Pokemon, right? At in that little situation.
But
But see,
it's
my question though is what isn't there a Pokemon Home for that though? To
yeah,
make
well,
sure, yeah,
too.
yeah,
But then I also read that even if you have your save file on a SD, it doesn't do that. Like it doesn't transfer. Like you cannot just pop out the SD card and just slap
no,
it
you
in.
have to yeah, you have to do the actual like wireless transfer thing for whatever reason. But that's what you have to do. You can't just like take your Switch your Switch 1 memory card and just plop it in there like you were
Yeah,
saying.
slap it in. Just go.
Yeah. I don't think that's
Like
mhm.
olden times with memory cards.
Yeah. It ain't as
Memory
simple as it
cards.
ain't as simple as that. It's always not as simple as that, unfortunately.
It's not like, oh, I have 20 memory cards for my PS2. Which one has this one specific
Yeah.
save file?
Huh. Yeah. Unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate that it happened when it comes to the Switch 2. Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
I think I have it here. If not, it's probably the next tab. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is for the directs. I don't think we need to really talk about this too much, but there was the Donkey Kong Bonanza thing. All I'm gonna say is from what I was able to see is it looks cool, and I still want that game, right? I think that is honestly should have been like you were saying off or before we started. That should have been a launch title. That would have been the move. But unfortunately, though, um, during I guess a shipment of Switch 2s, nearly 3,000 Switch 2 units were stolen out of a truck headed to GameStop. Total loss was 1.4 million.
Hey,
Go ahead.
I know it sounds bad.
Uh-huh.
Was Vin Diesel's crew part of this heist?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Fast and Furious, yeah.
Family.
Yeah. Let's see if there's any more details. Let's see. Let me just skim through real quick. Oh yeah. Yeah, of course. The driver wasn't even aware that he was transporting the what do you call the Nintendo consoles. And it's not their job
I
anyway.
mean,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, it's not their job for. So, from what I know or been told from like coworkers and stuff, because they used to be like the 18-wheel cargo drivers.
Yes.
Majority of the time, they do not know what the fuck they're hauling.
Yeah.
They just go pick up
The freight.
the crate
Mm-hmm.
and then just ship it off to whatever
Yeah.
the destination is.
Yeah, they go out to their destination.
The only time they know or they are told what they're but it might have changed. The only time they are told of what is being transported is either it's like medical supplies that needs to be there, ASAP, or food perishables.
Yeah,
Things
yeah.
that that because for what my coworker said that yes, there you do see some of the freight trucks. They do have the cooling units, for
Yeah.
like food and stuff. But they said when it comes to like a long trek delivery stuff, sometimes it does not do the job. So that's why they do
Mhm.
like a speed rush.
Got it.
And my coworker said that when he used to do it, he popped so many of those pills to kind of like stay awake.
Oh, like
that
caffeine
it
pills,
almost
basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
That it ruined his sleep schedule for like
Yeah,
a long time.
I'm sure it did. Yeah. But yeah, man, you gotta do it, man. Those long ones are sound like they're rough.
Those long ones. But from what I also know is that it does pay well if you do the
Oh,
long
yeah.
ones. So that's why like some drivers they will take the long one because the pay is good.
Yeah. All right. But yeah.
From what I'm seeing here, because I also work at the Home Depot, and we
Yeah.
do get these type of trucks. Right?
Mm-hmm.
If is there a way you can make that that
Oh, this one?
picture bigger?
I
I
mean,
just need to.
this is just the
Yeah, I'm gonna have to zoom in myself.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I want to say these are some. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on how long.
Yeah.
About 10 pallet worth of
Uh-huh.
switches got
Yeah.
taken.
That's a lot. Yeah.
That is a lot, and it's also again like when was the hit? Because
Mhm, that's what
this
they're
is not
trying to. Yeah.
this is not like a fucking like sneak in sneak out like quietly. This is gonna make noise.
Yeah. I'm sure they premeditated this
So-
and all that stuff too.
Yeah, it was. So it's like it's either a crew knew somehow the
The exact
transportation.
Yeah.
Transportation timeline and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically
And
someone was in on it, like from the company.
someone inside, and
Mhm.
also from the looks of it.
Oh yeah.
I'm going based on like what I see and what I know, what I told.
Yeah.
This might also been a hit at one of the rest stops because When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah, because also the truck containing consoles. Yeah, it doesn't really say too many details on like when it happened, like all that stuff. At the moment, that is. Yeah, suggesting at least some level of organization. So this has,
Family.
yeah, this have to have been premeditated, pre-planned. Like this wasn't some like run of the mill like, oh yeah, let's do it right now, like, you know, spontaneous bullshit. But we don't know too much though. But yeah, this was a pretty long trip because it says 1,332-mile journey. And it was coming from, it looks like or sounds like, Washington. Yeah, Redmond, Washington. This is where the headquarters is for Nintendo of America, I believe. So it has to have been someone from Nintendo in on it to, yeah, like let in on you know, his associates or whatever, right? Whoever paid him to get the information. And then follow the truck or whatever until the right time to strike. And yeah, that's that. 3,000, dude. 3,000 fucking Switch 2s, man. That's crazy. So yep, that's about it for that when it comes to crazy little stories. Okay. How are we on time? Okay. I will forgo this one for now. We can hold that for another time. A little bit on Nagoshi-san. Nagoshi-san was previously was at Sega or RGG Studio, and he used to be the like essentially the head of the Yakuza projects. And Nagoshi-san seems to be kind of like Harada, where he like answers questions, very active on Twitter and stuff like that. And someone asked him a question, Nagoshi-san, do you read yaoi/BL? And he actually answered, not yet.
My man. Let me get my tax returns.
Yeah, that appears to be the rightest of answers, right? Yeah.
I mean, he could say it in a joking way, or
Yeah.
maybe he broadened his horizons on.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah, right.
Like,
Yeah.
if he likes to read yaoi, he reads yaoi.
Right, I think, well, if you look at the Yakuza games too, especially the older ones, they do explore those sort of themes quite a bit with naked men and stuff like that. So they played like jokes around that too when it comes to like,
yeah, they play jokes, but
yeah,
like in the other games, you remember when people were saying that I forgot the context of it was like saying that Kiryu would never do this. He wouldn't stand up for this. It's like, bro, there's literally a fucking side quest storyline where he tells like a woman who's actually a man to just follow their dreams, just be you. You are you, and it's like, thank you, Kiryu.
Yeah.
Then you have Majima dressing up as that.
Right. Yeah, like there are times, yes. I do remember that. Like there's some, I don't know, somebody was like, yeah, you never you didn't stand up to trans people or whatever, and like, bro, like yeah, like he actually defended somebody who was trans or whatever in a side quest. Like yes, That's had happened. I've played that side quest. I can definitely vouch for that. You know.
It's like Kiryu would be at your face right now and pushing it into the ground.
Yeah. Kind of like Andy's level 3. Yeah. Pretty much.
Apologize.
Yes. Yeah. That's a very like tourist moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clearly you don't know everything about Kiryu and probably the Yakuza sort of universe. All right. Another one, just one more. I believe this is also from Nagoshi-san. Another, like, he took a picture of himself working out, or he's done with his workout, something like that, whatever. Don't make excuses. Excuses make both yourself and others unhappy. Today is also a good day. Someone he asked randomly, do you play Fortnite? And he actually replied, yes. Big yes with the caps on. Which is funny.
Now, is this a hint that he wants a Kiryu or Majima?
Yeah, in
In
Fortnite.
Fortnite?
Yeah, right. That would be pretty funny. If that was supposed to be... yeah.
Speaking of Fortnite, because the current chapter for Fortnite or season
Yes.
is pretty much heroes.
Yeah,
they're pretty much promoting the James Gunn Superman
Yes.
and stuff. But it's the music festival season pass. It's Bruno Mars, and
Okay.
in my head in my head and out loud with my circle of friends, I'm laughing because I'm sorry if people don't know. I'm just gonna give you the gist of it. Bruno Mars is still in debt to fucking Caesar's Palace, so
Oh,
he's
is
really
he?
trying. Yeah, he's still in debt, so so he is still trying to pay it off. That's why if you saw, like, if you really think back of all the collaborations he's been doing, that's actually to just try and pay off the debt to Caesar Palace. The Lady Gaga collaboration, Rose with apartment or
Yeah.
APT, and then now Fortnite and
Damn, how
all
much?
his other like.
How much was he in debt? Like, holy shit.
You do not want to know
Okay.
that price that amount, because you would be like,
Yeah. You think like a couple of collaborations would at least get most of it or something, or a good chunk of it, but damn, man, he's still at it, man. Shit. Hopefully, Fortnite will bring in a big chunk of change.
Yep. Oh, and speaking of which, because it was yesterday, so Friday, this past Friday, or past Friday when this recording goes live.
Yes.
On YouTube. After 3 years, if you really want these skins, all the Street Fighter skins are back.
Yes.
In shop for Fortnite.
I got the yeah.
Go.
Yes.
Go buy, kids.
I got the Ryu Chun-Li bundle. So I got the artwork for it, the what do you call it? Some of the emotes and whatever. But I both got Ryu and Chun-Li, so I'm pretty good. Pretty set.
Sir, it's pronounced Ryu.
Ryu. Yeah. Yeah.
And this is where Hawk over here somehow appears that behind me in my room and just fucking smacks me across the head.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, what you said?
Yeah. All right. So that's a bit of a random bit. Somewhat actually big news in a way, depending on which video game you're playing. It appears that the strike will be suspended in the coming days and seemingly coming to an end because the agreement has been reached for now. So this is, I guess, related to Genshin Impact in a way because, yes, a number of the voice actors sort of partake in the quote-unquote strike, but all they did was refuse to work. So Hoyle was like, oh, no one's coming into the recording studio, so we gotta replace them. So that's what essentially happened. So that's why people characters like Grace from ZZZ, along with Coletta, Rena, and then Lycan got replaced. That's in ZZZ. And then Stariel had a number of replacements, including the MCs. And then Genshin actually had replacements done for catching and Paimon. It actually happened. It finally happened. It's official. Like so Karina is out. Kaylee Mills is out. Kaylee Mills is the one who voiced catching. Both of those people or individuals were some of the individuals who were very unprofessional, unhinged, whatever, during the Jacob Takanashi situation, for like, because, you took this guy's job because that guy was on strike or partaking in the strike. How dare you take this guy's role or whatever? It's like, okay. I mean, like, you don't need this role. Like, who are you to say who needs what, right? Like, and then like,
I was like, I'm sorry, who are you?
right, and then, oh, he's a fucking scab, but wait a minute, but you guys are also scabbing too because you're in the union in the non-union game. So it's a lot of double standards and hypocrisies and this and that, double standards, whatever, right? But whatever. I mean, at the end, at least those two were replaced. So it is a kind of a victory in a sense because, yeah, we don't have to see those people anymore, right? Yeah. We don't have to hear them anymore. So yeah, I mean, personally for me, I think that was the move, right? They were very unprofessional. They did not reflect like how things should be within like those games, or just it's just professionalism or lack thereof from these two. At least there are plenty of other people who were doing that, but I'm not gonna name anymore. But these two, yes, were some of the bigger faces because, yes, Karina, who voices Paimon, and Paimon pretty much has the most lines in the fucking game because she has to fucking talk out her ass just to explain the story. That's how Paimon goes. But yeah, so she threw that away because for what? For SAG? Like did SAG like fucking like, I don't know, like save your life or something? Like what drove you this far to throw that all away? Because I'm pretty sure Paimon, a character in Genshin, and of course Paimon is like has the most lines. I'm sure that was bringing in a good amount of money for her, but then she just threw it all away. And yeah, and all that time because she was like complaining about like, oh, I gotta put bread on the table, blah blah blah, like all that shit. And then, oh yeah, the strike this, strike that. But she never partaken actually in the strike because she didn't participate because she was voicing Paimon this entire time up to this point. So like, you're harassing people, or you're incentivizing harassment to anyone else who otherwise opposes or disagrees with the strike, and yet Karina wasn't actually doing the things that she was saying. She wasn't practicing what she was preaching, right? So, anyways, not gonna get into that all that much because I already said what I said. The end result is that they're not voicing their characters anymore, so great. Whatever reason, doesn't matter at this point. Were they fired? Were they actually like, told like, hey, we didn't like your behavior, blah blah blah. So you're not coming in to voice them anymore. I don't know, but speculation aside, they're gone. So Yeah, it was quite the little saga within just Genshin, but I'm sure it was like a long time for SAG-AFTRA to reach to some sort of agreement. But now it's like because of this, I think this forever damaged the reputation of SAG-AFTRA because now they're kind of exposed as this like greedy fucking union that's after people's money, which is why they've been like trying to really been insistent on getting Genshin to be a union project. Because yeah, Genshin is non-union and it brings in a lot of money. So yeah, like so it made all the more sense why they're going after Genshin like that, like because money. It incentivizes more people to join SAG-AFTRA to voice somebody in Genshin, right? And Genshin, we all know within the gacha space makes a shit ton of money still. So it's the everything lines up, or it seems like. I mean, again, of course, this is alleged, right? I'm just making that's just I'm just basing off of like guesses and stuff like that. But it really seems like though, they're just really after the money and not really looking out for their people. So the next time they go on strike, it's like, well, are we gonna have the support of fans, of like of the for the actors who are active SAG-AFTRA members? And how is their social media support going to be like once they go into another strike? Because apparently every what 3 years the contract goes through some sort of like change or something, so they have to like come to some sort of agreement. So this time they were like, oh, AI protection, but not really or whatever, because, well, at least within Genshin or the Hoyo space, because that recording studio who works with Genshin already has a built-in AI clause or protection clause in their or AI protection within their clause, excuse me. And then China has also built-in laws that deal essentially with AI. So they have like anti-AI practices already built into the sort of repertoire of today. So really, like when they tell you, "Oh, it's for AI protection," it's bullshit. Well, now I mean, yeah, that's not the new information anymore. It's not news anymore. I think we all come to agree that it's something else. It's more for like money or whatever. Yeah, so SAG-AFTRA, man, like they managed to like fuck up so bad. Like how do you go from having the people supporting you to just straight up not, right? A complete 180 in like a couple months. It's crazy. It's absolutely like insane. You have to fuck up so bad, but that's what happened. Pretty much. I think it had a lot had to do with people like Karina, who the Paimon, the former now former voice actors for Paimon and stuff like that. Anything you wanted to add or any comment on this situation? Has there been anything from the people on Critical Role or whatever? Have they had any comments regarding to this strike?
For now, no. All I know is that the ones that were actively participating was Sam Rigo and Ashley,
Uh-huh.
um, Marisha, who is Matt Mercer's wife. They all participated in the strike, like
Yeah.
physically.
Uh-huh.
I think Robbie also went down there. a couple of times. I can't say if I recall anything from Matt Mercer, Laura Bailey, and Travis.
Yeah.
I think also Towson also participated. So yeah, a majority of the Critical Role group, participated.
Yeah.
Here's that.
But were they like? Do you know if they're like had any of their roles like taken away from them, or like what they were
Yes. So
Oh.
because like I forget which tweet, but I read it like Laura Bailey was saying that there were some roles that she really loved, but because they weren't unionized, she had to just step down and let someone else. But she did it like she didn't do it out of malicious intent. She kind of
Yeah.
just like, you know what, maybe it's time for someone else to pick up the role.
Oh, so she was also doing the quote unquote scabbing or whatever.
No, she wasn't like saying like, no, this is my role. She's like,
No. But what I'm saying
because
what I'm saying is but because she is a member of the union, right? Of SAG-AFTRA.
Yeah.
She took on non-union project roles, yes?
no, that she stopped.
But she but she did though, right?
She did, but this was like way before the strikes.
Okay. So
She kind of like cut it off before it went to this disastrous turn.
Okay. So I mean, I was gonna say like yeah, like that because that is scabbing because it's like it's basically a term within, I guess, SAG-AFTRA or whatever that you're working from the outside on this project or whatever because it could also mean the other way around where you're a non-member working on a union project somehow, but it can also work the other way around too where you're a union member working on a non-union project. And that was why that word was thrown around during the Genshin stuff too, because that's what Korean was doing, but they were like, oh, but look at Jacob Takanashi, this guy's a scab or whatever, or whatever the fuck that or something like that. And and anyone else who disagreed with them. So that's what I was trying to like wonder, like, so Bailey was also doing the scab or whatever you call it, at least at some point. But
she cut it off like she cut it off way soon.
Yeah.
Before everything went to sideways.
Right.
Because I think it was like she, from what I read, like she did the mature thing.
Yeah.
And just like she supports non-union members.
Yeah.
Let's get that straight.
Yes.
She will not take it away from people because you have to start somewhere, and as people say, the union price tag is a lot.
It's steep, yes.
The membership.
Right. And not to mention you have to give up like a percentage of your check for SAG, which I think it was like what 30% or something like that. That correct me if I'm wrong, whatever. But yeah, it's a big chunk, and you have to do the entry fee and all that stuff. And yeah, it was insane. It was a mess, all in all. Especially if you are coming from the Hoyoverse angle. So Hoyoverse, at the end of the day, they don't give a fuck. They're just gonna carry on. And I think from here on out, I think most, if not all, their voice actors are going to be non-union. So overseas, all that stuff. I think there's gonna be a lot more of the overseas voice actors to take on those sort of roles. So it sucks because yes, I mean a number of these actors, right, are associated with those characters, right? And thus the voice you're likely to know more than the new voices, right? So it does suck, yes, especially with someone like Lycan. Because personally, this is just me. I like the old voice actor more than the current one for Lycan, because that's what I familiarized with, you know. And some people will say the same for Paimon, because Paimon, besides the fact that she talked non fucking stop pretty much, she had a certain like sass to the voice. You know, she's sassy. She's supposed to be annoying, right? You know, she's a little pixie, right? So she has that sort of motif, right? And so, um, the new one, I would personally say more tolerable to listen to, just besides the fact that it's not Karina, but like the actual tone is different. And some people say, she lacks the sass that Paimon used to have, or the Karina put out, right? So I don't know. I mean, this is just the first time, so maybe this new one can take notes, right? Take some feedback, put that sass in there, right? Incorporate some sass into the next recording session or what and beyond. I don't know, but yeah, we lost a number of voice actors, and so that familiarity has to happen again with this new set of voice actors, and you have to adjust and get used to them again. You know, it sucks, but it is what it is, and that's what we have to do. Is just get used to it again, and hopefully we're over it, right? Hopefully the silent character treatment will be a thing of the past, because yeah, like with Hoyoverse particularly, they just hire the non union actors or whatever, or overseas people, or at least maybe do a little bit of research and see if they want to take in a union person or union member, do a bit of a background check, right? How's their behavior on social media? How are they? How is their profession, or or professionalism? Excuse me. Stuff like that, maybe. All right. So hopefully that's done with the whole voice acting situation. Real quick. This is regarding to AI. Loosely, speaking of, Disney and Universal are suing AI company Midjourney for alleged copyright infringement. Midjourney is a bottomless pit of plagiarism. Piracy is piracy. Now say what you will for Disney and Universal, corporate, whatever, right? But I think this is a W for once. They're putting their foot down for fucking AI, because AI sucks when it comes to creativity. Yeah. Any comments? What do you make of it? Anything?
If this kind of wakes up, Disney and Universal, about AI stuff,
Yeah.
better late than never.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like, I was like reading, like someone was saying like, yeah, we've been pumping like so much stuff into this program, to make Disney and Universal wake up and go like,
Yeah.
hey, what the hell is all of this?
Mm-hmm.
What you doing over there? It's like, what you got there?
Yeah. Yep. Yes, there has been AI implemented into some of the Disney projects, but I think that's going to be a one and done thing. Maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong. But wasn't there were some parts of Luke Skywalker in what was it, the Mandalorian, and wasn't the voice like AI generated or something like that? Do you remember that? Or
I'm sorry, what was I?
so Do you remember when Mandalorian had Luke Skywalker at one point, and then
Oh yeah.
the face obviously was CGI, but the voice also wasn't that AI generated as well, or was it AI enhanced?
It was AI enhanced for the face. Yeah, they had to use some sort of CGI mostly, and then
Yeah, for
AI
sure.
to clean it up.
Right.
Because they did have the actor, the body to play Luke, a young Luke.
Mm-hmm.
It was just the face. They
Yes.
kind of had to tweak it.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. And then I want to say in the Book of Boba Fett, that's when you saw Luke with training Grogu.
Yeah.
It kind of got better, but you can still see like there was still like the hit and miss parts.
Uh-huh.
It's getting there, but to me it's like if it's only used to do touch-ups,
Yeah.
like that, then I'm okay with it. But if it's like
Right.
full on like we're gonna repaste shit, it's like get out.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. To yeah, AI enhanced, I'll give it a pass because there's still, a level of human, I guess you could say, hands-on sort of processes, right? But if it's just entirely AI, like you said, like fuck them, right? Fuck that shit. Of course. So glad to see for this little case right here that Disney and Universal are paying attention to this stuff and putting their foot down. Rightfully so. It's their stuff. And if these people using Midjourney are using, I don't know, Mickey Mouse to do some dumb shit, whatever they want to do with it, yeah, Disney has all the right to tell them to,
Well, yeah, to go after them.
yeah, to go after them for sure.
It's like, oh, you like to play this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's one thing for Disney to use AI to enhance their projects, but it's another for somebody to just entirely plagiarize their character and incorporate it into their whatever their project is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can't just, of course, take Darth Vader and put it into like, I don't know, some short film or some shit that's generated by AI. You can't fucking do that. That's straight up fucking plagiarism. Absolutely. You're taking an entire character from someone like Disney and trying to get whatever project going with that, right? And especially if it's going to be monetized, right? If it's an AI generated monetization project, oh boy, you better be ready, brother. Right?
I'll lose this your butthole. What?
Yeah, right. All your holes are about to get used. And
Pray to whatever God you pray to.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bumpy.
Yes. Yep, bumpy indeed. Meanwhile, last one is Borderlands. So Borderlands was in a bit of a little situation with concerns about the pricing on the game. People thought it was going to be $80, or they brought up the question to Randy Pitchford, right? He's kind of like the face for these types of projects, asking, "Hey, is Borderlands going to be $80?" And at one point he was like, "Oh, I mean, that's not up to me. That's a publisher, but." Hey, you guys can make it happen, right? If it was $80, he said something like that, right? So people were like, nah, dude, that ain't it. That ain't it, chief. But anyways, Randy Pitchford came out with the news that it is going to be $69.99, so it's just $70 rather than $80, but that's still kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, not $60. That's what we're used to. But I guess that's better than nothing, I suppose. But if you take a look at this, I think there's a chart somewhere when it comes to like what comes with what. Okay, there we go. So the base game, you have it right here, like standard edition. Yeah, there's the base game. But look at the deluxe edition, and then you have the super deluxe edition. Right, what it comes with. So the deluxe edition already has 4 unique areas, missions, and bosses. Right? So you already have quests locked off, what it sounds like in the deluxe edition. And then you get an extra skin, whatever, right? That's cosmetic stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
But then if you get the super deluxe edition, you get the 4 areas, missions, and bosses or whatever, right? We also get 2 new playable Vault Hunters, 2 new map regions, new story missions and side missions, new gear, weapons, cosmetics, and echo skin cosmetics. Not to mention more skins for the Vault Hunters, more heads, like different like configurations of the head, like a helmet or I don't know, helmetless, maskless, whatever, right? And the bodies.
Yep.
Same thing. So you get all this stuff, of course, in the Super Deluxe Edition. So what that sounds like to me is like the base game is going to be $70, but what seems to be basic fucking content, right, is being locked off and thrown into these deluxe editions. So is it really $60 or no, is it really $70? That's what I think that's the main concern right now at this moment for Borderlands 4. Because yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. Like it sounds like they locked off the basic shit and hide it behind these deluxe editions.
Pretty much paywalls when you really think of it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, they're paywall. So in a sense, we're back into square one. Then now it is going to be, well, how much is this? Like, what's the price on the deluxe edition? Let's find out. Okay, never mind. I don't want to fucking do all this shit. I'm sure it's going to be more than $70. So it essentially is going to be more than $70 anyway, is what I'm trying to say here. So in a sense, again, we're back into square one. Oh, look at that! Look at the super deluxe edition. $130. Crazy. That is
shoot me.
Yeah, absolutely insane. Oh, look at that. The deluxe edition, the regular deluxe edition, $100 fucking dollars. $100 fucking dollars. Yeah, look at that, dude. Yeah, so the bounty hunter pack or the bounty pack, that's the four missions. Let's call it that. Right? How could you not think that these missions, right, were just pulled away from the game and then locked behind these paywalls? And then now you gotta pay $100. Do you wanna get 4 more missions? $100. Throw in the extra 30 bucko. And then $130, you get the pack and you get the DLC stuff, like new Vault Hunters and all that stuff. That's fucked up. Now, okay, the Vault Hunter stuff, you can kind of expect that. It's like Street Fighter, new Street Fighter characters, right? You pay the season passes and all that stuff. But the missions, right? The extra missions, I don't know, man. I don't feel right. It doesn't feel right to me. Yeah. Any comments on this?
more and more look at Borderlands 4 with now showing me the bundle prices. Plus, you know, the game, the graphics for the game. I have little interest
Yeah.
for it.
Right. I mean, for me, I think I might just suck it up and be like, yeah, you know, I'll try to pretend that the 4 missions wasn't even a thing. Just pay the $70. But man, that's rough, man. That's rough. Now, could you wait for a sale? Absolutely. If you want to do that, go right ahead. You can definitely save money there. These games tend to go on sale, right? Unlike Nintendo games. So, hey, should you wait? That's probably the best way to do it. But, you know, sometimes you kind of want to play the newest toy at the right around the release date because, I don't know, it's the new hotness. I don't know, man. It's but yeah, some people say, nah, $70 is still too much. Literally a $10 price increase, yeah. Not paying 70 for that dog shit either. Yeah. Don't support pre-orders. They are originally meant to support developers, help fund project or production, gauge interest. Yeah. But it's a digital game, so there's no point. Yeah, there's no point of pre-ordering. There's no need for that. There's no point.
Yep.
Yeah, see, I'm kind of surprised no one's really talking about the deluxe edition or whatever. Oh, yeah, it says yeah, somebody said it. $130 for all the content and you won't get access to all of it until late 2026. So we won the battle but lost the war. Yes. I guess that's one way to put it. I guess that's one way to put it. All right. Let's go ahead and finish it off with some ZZZ and a little bit of SpaceBalls. All right. So,
I love balls.
yes.
I mean, what?
Yeah. So, ZZZ did come out with some drip marketing, specifically for Yuzuha or Ukinami Yuzuha and Alice Timefield. Yuzuha came out first, so let's take a look at Yuzuha real fast.
If you're interested in porcelain handicrafts, be sure to check out our shop, Mystic Wares. Hi there, I'm Ukinami Yuzuha.
Yep. So there she is, in the anime flesh, you could say. Any comments on her, like a design or voice, anything like that?
He has a gun in that umbrella, right?
Probably, judging from how.
Well,
yeah.
because I saw the like a leak
Like
of her gameplay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You saw. Okay. I have not
All
seen.
I'm gonna say is that
okay.
all I'm gonna say is Monty would have been happy
Right.
because her and then the other one that's supposed to come out with
Alice.
Yeah, with the rapier. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, this is such Ruby characters.
Okay. Interesting.
Like again, Monty would have been like, ooh, wow.
Yeah. Well, what do you think of Yuzuha? Anything?
I already have a Umbrella Girl. I don't need another one.
Yeah. That's fair. She's a physical
And I think she is.
support.
So,
Yeah.
it's physical. I mean, yay. I hope I hope at EX she grabs her pet and just fucking
Chucks them. Yeah.
chucks it at the enemy.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a big thing with the tanuki or raccoon, and she, sits behind her, right, like on the backpack sort of fashion.
Yep.
I do wonder if it is going to be a part of her combat kit. Whether it's like a burst or not, alt or EX, whatever. Yeah. But I think Yuzuha is somebody I don't know, it's not for me, right?
Yeah.
I think she is purposely built to support someone like Alice. Alice is going to be the physical anomaly unit, so she might be the next what's her face, Jane Doe, right? In a sense. Anything on her design? Like any comments you want to say for Alice?
You may take it whatever way you want. When I'm gonna say this, she looks too plain or safe.
I can kind of get
you
where you're
compare-
coming from. Yeah. Not enough going on for
Yeah.
in the ZZZ. Yeah. Yeah. Um.
Like the way already how she's dressed. If you just gave her a bonnet, right?
Yeah.
Victoria household.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, change the color scheme of her skirt and give her a bonnet. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, it looks like she's supposed to be coming from a school or something. It's supposed to be like a school uniform, because that's, I think, what it's supposed to be.
She's a Maho Shoujo.
Yeah, yeah. The rapier is, I say, the most unique part of her on her person, and maybe her shoes. But other than that, it's like, yeah, like it's not really screaming to me. Yes, she has different colored eyes, whatever, right? But again, another design that's not really for me. I'm just not wowed by it. I'm not in love with it. Just not my kind of character. The only character at the moment that's like, oh my god, I want her or whatever is Orpheus. She looks really cool. She got the horns, nice bright orange hair with the eyes and everything, like the greenish eyes. And then she has the tail, like that talks. A robot tail. That's really unique, right? So that's really like, and she, and she's cute, right? So all that combination is like, okay, I definitely want her. I think a lot of people do, right? I'm definitely not alone on that. But I'm kind of curious what's behind her back. Like, is that like a syringe, or is that like a drill, or like a spike of some sort? Like, what is that? But I'm sure her kit will be like unique, and that's where it'll sing. But her design alone, I don't think it's really doing it for me. And I'm kind of wondering, like, what kind of Theron is she supposed to be? Like, what animal is she representing? Like, is she a dog? Like, is she like a rabbit of some kind, or some sort of furry animal that I have forgotten about? Like, I have no idea.
Does she look like a bitch?
Yeah. What? Does she look like? Does she look like a bitch?
What does Marcel Wallace look like?
Yeah.
He's black.
Oh, what? Oh, he's black? Is he a bitch? What? Boom. Ah! Does Marcellus look like a bitch? No! Then why'd you fuck him?
Why did you fuck him like a bitch?
Yep. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Yeah.
But for these upcoming 2 units, I'm going to skip.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's a pretty common incentive amongst us anyway. I'll probably sneak in maybe a couple of chromes for her, for Yuzuha, but not Alice. I don't know, man.
Are you gonna throw like? Are you gonna do the Hail Mary single pools?
Yeah. I'm gonna Hail Mary it just to see if I get her. Cool, right? I like her design a little more of the two, because I don't know, she looks way more bright and stuff like that.
It makes so funny. Like your first hit, right?
Yeah.
It is a it's an S rank. So da.
Yeah.
When it reveals, it's a unit you already have, and you're like,
Oh. Yeah.
You're just gonna be like smacking your lips, like, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
I mean, that's a typical gotcha day. You know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, again, up to 2, yeah. I think she's also wearing, yeah, it's supposed to be a school uniform as well. It's a sailor uniform, which is standard in Asian schools, right? So that I think maybe they go to the same school. I think, because if you look closely, or I guess not. She's just not wearing the thing that the sailor uniforms have. I forget what it's called. It's like the part of their collar thing. But okay, never mind. Maybe they go to different schools. I don't know. But they come together because it's Spooky Shack. Because this is the faction that they're a part of. Spooky Shack is what it's called. And I think, what's his name? Komano? The big guy, the dark Theron guy that revealed this to be more human, unfortunately, also is a part of Spooky Shack. So maybe he is going to be the next Spooky Shack member to be revealed. Or the next one to be revealed altogether. But I think I was trying to say something. I think Yuzuha, though, is a support unit purposely built for Alice, if I haven't said already. Right? She is just there to support Alice. So if you're going to get Alice, you should try to get Yuzuha. But if you get Yuzuha, like, potentially, who the fuck am I gonna use her with, right? But whatever, it's going to be a single pull or two or whatever, and that's it. Like, for the most part, though, I these two are mostly a skip for me. So I'm gonna be saving, which is fine, because, or that works because I just pulled for 2 fucking characters, which is Yishuan and Astro Yao. So I think I don't know, man. The universe is just like in my favor right now. It seems like, at least in ZZZ. It's like, all right, man, you pull for 2 characters. We'll give you. We'll give you.
What you're saying,
Yeah,
is that in Vegas,
I'm
gonna drag you on to a fucking machine.
Oh, I'll pull the slot for you. I'll pull the slot for
Oh
you.
no, no, I'm not. No, you're gonna go on your own fucking machine. I'll be on my own, and we're just gonna stare at each other.
No. No, it's gonna be your money, and it's gonna be my luck. Your funds.
Because my winnings are gonna go straight to the fucking cards.
Yeah.
Unless someone grabs my wallet and say no, that's enough, and I'm like, but why?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not hurting anybody.
Do you do slots in most of the time, or do you do like the electric, what do you call, poker, and like digital poker, and blackjack, or whatever?
No, I don't do those.
Okay.
I do slots.
Slots. Okay. Gotcha.
Slots.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, that's that for the 2 characters for now. Mostly a skip from both of us. Yes, you're skipping these 2.
Yep.
Yeah. Are you gonna pull for Komano though? Are you pulling for him if he's coming up?
I mean, I already have my fill of the extra turns, so I have. It's an obligation.
Yeah. Yeah. I got you, man. I got you.
I still think he should have kind of been a Ooh, Byron.
Yes, yeah, like a full like
Just,
yeah, I get you.
but maybe they're trying to kind of like do the more exploration, like how Jane is, how Seth is.
Yeah.
But you see, with Jane and Seth, like it works for them because they're how you say, they're built slim, so it kind of like works for the eye.
Yes.
Then you have big ass boys like no.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Where's your wolf face or your dog face? What?
Yeah. Your canine face. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's so funny because he literally comes off like a Shadow the Hedgehog Gijinka. Basically meaning like a humanized Shadow the Hedgehog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think we forgot to play the video here. Hold on.
Alice Timefield. On behalf of the Timefield family, I extend my regards to you.
Yeah.
Yes, fuck bitches. But if you somehow push me down, I'll cry like a little bitch.
Yeah. Oh man. Oops.
And sick my butler name. Let me guess, Sebastian. How did you know?
Hmm.
Which I don't know why. Mostly every like anime when it has like those preppy girls,
Uh-huh.
their butler is named either
Like
is named Sebastian.
Sebastian or like yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's like
Rudolph, like
Rudolph, Rudy, yeah. Something like that.
So it's like why?
Yeah.
He's like, is that a? I guess that's a Japanese thing. They think it's like not exotic, but
Yeah, like English those types of English names is like oh, that's what they think of, like that's kind of like your default go-tos, if you will. What the hell is this? Oh, okay, never mind. Oh yeah, that's right. So Jufufu is coming up. Have you been watching the trailers for Jufufu?
Oh yeah, I have, and oh yeah, that's another character I'm skipping.
Yeah.
I don't.
Another yeah. I mean, she's cute. She is a part of the Yunkui Summit, or whatever you call it, and she is a fire impact unit. Probably have more use in my arsenal, but yeah, probably like a Hail Mary single pull or two as well. But that's about it. So essentially, yeah, 3 characters actually. No, it's not 2. 3 characters were like taking a break essentially.
We're just waving at them. It's like our banner's out. Okay, hi.
Yeah. Essentially, yeah.
Don't you? It's like, don't you want to pull us? No.
Yeah. Yep. Imagine Jufufu though if she actually had the actual tiger face instead of like the human face. I wonder what would transpire within the fan art community. Right, because there's some like Pokra and such. Although there's this guy. I already forget his name. It's like Ishuan or something like that.
Bitch McGee.
Yeah, he bitch. No, I didn't know. I think it was something. Fuck, man. It's a little hard to remember.
She.
Yeah. I think it was like Sichuan or something. It's very weird. But he's like, I don't know. He's like the plainest guy, but he like sticks out to me like the sorest thumb, man. There's something about him. Like, I can't put my
Do something.
yeah. But I mean, there's what do you call it? The ladies do like him. The female fans do like him, but I just cannot put my finger on him. It's like, who are you? What are you? What are you supposed to be? Why do you look so plain? Yeah, like I mean, the only thing that sticks out to me is the shoes. He wears he looks like he collects shoes. You know what I mean? Like you ever have friends that like love collecting or trying to like get them kicks? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a friend that her wall, she has shelves,
Mm-hmm.
all of them Jordans, and I'm
Yeah.
like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And to make it more worse, she's like, I have 2 pairs of each, one to wear and one for display. And I'm
Oh
like,
my god.
oh my.
I get it, but oh my god. Yeah. This guy is just like I man. Like I feel like he's going to like be the double agent or whatever. He's going to betray them or something. Or he's going to be the first one to die. I don't know. Something about him, man. Or maybe his plainness will be a part of what he can do on the battlefield. I don't know. Like maybe he actually changes forms or something. Like like Kamen Rider, like Henshin type of stuff. Because otherwise, nothing sticks out to me. Like his personality, he's very like, like typical like pushes up the glasses, like cool, level-minded, like you know what I mean. He acts cool, but it doesn't look cool. That's what I'm kind of like getting at with that guy. Was there anything like that? I don't know. Stuck out to you about that guy?
I'm just gonna stand here.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely kind of just is there. Oh, okay. So it's Yi Shi Yuan. Yeah, Yi Shi Yuan is some very funky Chinese-esque name.
I mean, again, it's like, what do you do, sir?
Yeah. What's your shtick? Yeah.
What is function?
Yeah.
Tell me now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the shoes and I guess his like for the are those gauntlets like what do you call them? Like the forearm like things. Yeah. Yes, he has a tail. He's a Theron, right? His ears are like, down and hidden. So like what are you? Are you a dog? Are you like a fox? Like a variation of a fox? I guess a canine variant again, right? Yeah, nothing about this guy right now. Nothing. But I guess the fact that he has an artwork icon like that, I think it means he may play a pretty big role as a Yunkui Summit member.
Mhm.
Yeah. But if he's just a straight up NPC, that's gonna be like, that's gonna bother me. I don't know. That's gonna bother me quite a bit. Because it's like you're part of the team.
Yep.
But you're an NPC. You have like a unique
Like,
design.
what do you do?
Yeah, what do you do? Yeah, exactly. Right. So that's kind of like been on my mind when it comes to ZZZ. Let's see. Was there anything else relating to that? Let's click on that. Exerto. Oh, okay. So this is relating to Hoyo. All right, real quick. a Honkai Star Rail player is being sued for 150,000 by the developers because he's apparently streamed an unreleased character on Discord to 12,000 members. God damn, man, 12,000 members? Fuck kind of streamer is he, right? Like he's pretty big if he has that many people like wanting to tune in on him, right? But I guess he maybe because he actually like too. But yes, Hoyoverse has also, meanwhile, filed over 500 legal cases to crack down on game leaks. So yeah, I mean, Hoyoverse are still trying to work on the leaks, but those leak channels and the leaks in the Discord are still going. So I guess it's a matter of time. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. Yeah, $150,000 is the amount that this gentleman has to pay. Oh, so according to GameFile, I guess it says Hoyoverse is suing I was gonna say Alfredo. But I guess it's not too far off from that. But anyway, Fredo Lopez, a player who broadcast leaked gameplay of Castrus. Oh, okay. So it's Castrus. So it's for a character that already came out. But yes, I guess it was an ongoing case until at this point. Now it's like super moving forward. Okay. It's unclear how Lopez got a hold of the character before her 3.2 release, but Hoyoverse is moving to punish those it deems as having unfairly or unlawfully obtained a game update before its release date. This includes posting leaks, videos, images, and engaging in online discussions about their experience with unreleased content. Hoyoverse says this dampens the excitement and anticipation that many players feel when they obtain the update legitimately upon its official release, which further harms the user experience that plaintiff strives to protect. Okay, so I definitely get that. We've had leaks. We've talked about this before. I think leaks are something I can personally live without of when it comes to games like fighting games or something like that, or just just other general games. But there is kind of incentive to leak stuff when it comes to gacha games because that prepares you to pre-farm materials because it's so fucking grindy and shit. So are you still like, do you agree that there is incentive to leak stuff, or do you use leaks to help? Yeah.
Like I do use leaks, but I don't go fucking going, oh, look at it. I keep it to myself.
Yeah, but right, of
sometimes
course.
there is that little line I do not like to cross.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait.
But
or sometimes like when they show off for ZZ character gameplay in the training room, so to speak.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's my determination of or not determination. Sometimes that's
a factor.
A factor for me to go do I want to pull this unit?
Yeah.
Does the move look cool?
Okay. Yeah, does it feel good to play them? Yeah, that's pretty important. But do you use the information available to help you pre-build or pre-farm for the said characters?
Semi, yes.
So kind of, okay.
Yeah, so
because that's essentially the repertoire for a lot of Hoyo players, including myself, because it takes time and such. But I think Hoyo has been doing a little better about that because at least in games like Star Rail, they let you or start pre-farming characters once they reveal that character on the live stream. So as soon as they appear, or after the live stream, there is a little feature in the game where you can like actually set to build that character, and it'll show you like, oh, you need these materials, you need this, that, whatever, right? And you can actually get ahead of that in the game, right? Whereas otherwise, yeah, you can like you can just look up like, oh, build materials for this character that's not out, and they'll tell you like, oh yeah, you want to farm this and that, but it won't tell you like how many you have left.
Yeah.
Which is why in Star Rail it's a little of a bit of a smoother experience. ZZZ kind of does that, but it's only when they're actually out on the banner. So they're kind of like in that between space. So hopefully, yeah, like hopefully ZZZ will do the same that Star Rail's doing, which is to let you start building that character once they are revealed on the live stream. Or hell, even on the, once they're here on or on the what do you call the drip marketing, they should just be like, hey, all right, here's what you need, go at it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, before the character comes out. I think honestly that would better the experience. It'll only make it better, right, for both the company and the players. So I think the point is that that's why these leagues happen, because there is incentive to do so for the sake of, at least for me, like the material, to know what materials to get or gather. But but when it comes to actually just showing the gameplay side of things, yeah, I can definitely see, yeah, that's taking it too far, right? But it happens. It's been happening, still happening, but we'll see if we come to a point where we don't see that anymore. We only see like, oh, you need these to build this character. Because there was a point where the leaks weren't happening, but at one random point it did happen, and it kind of just kept going ever since. I don't know how, but that's just what happened. Anything else you wanted to say regarding this whole story?
Nah.
Okay.
We hit the high marks for it.
Yeah.
It's all, bottom line. It's down to like what on your perspective of, do you want to use the leaks to get ahead, or do you use it to be a factor of like, hey, is this thing a make or break?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Character for unit for me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there was a character, I will not say, but in Genshin that was leaked. And I'm kind of like, okay, I can kind of get an idea what's going on for this coming version, So that is again a little bit of an incentive to do so. I think that can go away if Hoyo can just reveal a bunch of characters at once, instead of like, oh, here's these two, okay, here's another two, and then stuff like that. I mean, in a sense, it kind of did with ZZZ, like with that one video where we saw all those characters, like when Ishiwan is taking the MCs or the proxies to the temple, we see all those other random characters and stuff like that. That's kind of like on the right track, but still not enough, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because you can kind of figure out like, okay, this person is a playable character. Oh, this character is also playable, seems like. But anyway, we'll just do this real quick. SpaceBalls, yes, was announced at one point that Yeah, as you can see, they played up the Star Wars thing with the text, right? You have any comments about this upcoming SpaceBalls sequel?
Um, they got I forget his name, the actor's name. They got him out of retirement.
Yeah, it was like Rick something, Rick, Moranis? Yeah, Moranis. Yeah, Rick Moranis. Yes. It always rang that certain bell. Yeah. He's coming back out of retirement to reprise his role as Dark Helmet. And Bill Pullman will return also as President Scroob, I guess. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This was actually noted. Yeah, Lone Star. That's what it was. Lone Star. Yeah, which is basically, like the Han Solo parody.
Yeah.
Mel Brooks is yeah. Go ahead.
Mel Brooks is returning.
Yes.
And then
Mm-hmm.
there's also well, to me, it's like, how are they gonna do Barf?
Yeah.
The dog companion, since the actor
Mm-hmm.
has.
Right. They'll, I don't know. They'll probably play some sort of joke around it. I don't know.
And also, I believe
Mm-hmm.
if they are bringing back the princess, I believe the one that was one of her the droid. I think that one was played by oh fuck, I forgot her name already. It's gonna haunt me.
Mm-hmm.
Joan Rivers. I think it was Joan Rivers.
Oh,
that was
Joan
playing
Rivers.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I like this. One Prometheus, which is kind of an alien movie. Kind of an alien. And Oppenheimer, yeah. There's all these like fucking movies. But yeah, if you think about it though, it is a lot of like of these types of movies. A prequel trilogy, sequel trilogy, a sequel to the prequels, prequels to the sequel. 7 Jurassic Parks, 2 Dunes, 2 Avatars plus 3 upcoming Avatars, making 5 Avatars. Yeah. I love how it's like specific about it too. 36 MCU movies with 2 different Robert Downey Jr.'s. Yeah. The potential is definitely there for sure. And it is Mel Brooks returning. So it is good to see. Dude, this guy is almost 100, dude. It's crazy. He's literally yeah.
Is he gonna outlive Betty White?
I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea.
Because Betty White, I believe she was like 1 or 2 months away from her birthday.
Yeah,
To hit 100.
almost hitting 100. Yeah, that's right. But that's crazy though. He's still directing at almost 100. Yeah. The Schwartz Awakens in 2027. So I guess it is slated to be 2027 as the release year. Yeah. So we still have a wait. There's still time. But at least we have what was it? Naked Gun with Liam Neeson to kind of like fill in that void. My concern is like, yeah, hopefully the writing is still there, like that type of writing or comedy, the humor is like pretty much like I would say like 90% there. Same with Naked Gun. Yeah. God, they missed the opportunity to call it Son of a Gun. Oh my goodness. But I think it's just called Naked Gun, right? Yeah. Man, what a miss on that one. But whatever. Spilled milk, I guess. Yeah, and it only is in theaters. This is backed by MGM Studios, which is, I guess, yeah, Amazon owns it. So, yeah, so pretty nice to see these sort of movies making a comeback, hopefully, or trying to make a comeback.
Yeah.
Anything else concerning Spaceballs?
Yeah. Just more of like how are they gonna write in or out of the characters who, they can be there, but then, it's not gonna be the same.
Yeah, of course.
How are they gonna
I think they'll play on the fact that, yeah, some characters were written out or written in or whatever, right? Like, I think they'll pull off something. I was one of the people who came in who was late to the party when it came to Spaceballs, because I watched Spaceballs like sometime before. I wrote it on Twitter. I want to say it's around 2020. Like, I was super late to the game, but I watched it nonetheless. So I get it. I get the appeal of it. Now I kind of get the rest of the quotes, including man, we didn't find shit. The big old fucking comb, just combing through the desert. Oh man, it's so stupid. It's great. I love it. I need to watch all the Naked Gun movies, man. That I need to like kind of get back into those sort of vibes. But I have watched Airplane like dozens of times in comparison to those movies. Yeah. You remember Airplane, yes?
Yep.
Yeah. And then same with Hot Shots, especially part 2. Yeah. So anyways, hopefully more of those types of like movies can make a comeback. I wonder though if that also means like like the scary movies. Remember those types of movies will also make a comeback too, right?
Yeah.
I know they already did the superhero movie, which is like, yeah, like it was like kind of parodying the early parts of MCU. But I wonder, yeah, like if they'll ever like try to do the later part of the MCU or something like that, and how like people are like going through superhero fatigue, or at least with Marvel fatigue, and play on that maybe. That would be pretty fun, potentially. All right, that's pretty much it. We managed to go 3.5 hours with 2 weeks worth of stuff to talk about. So I think that's a pretty good amount of time, and good time to wrap it up. So anything else you wanted to like pepper in before we sign off?
money hurts?
You need what?
The money hurts.
Oh, money hurts. Yeah, yeah. It does indeed. I am getting close to paying off my Switch 2. So oh man. And then I have to fucking
Just
I have to go get my bus ticket in July.
blessing.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So that'll be it. And we'll be back hopefully for next week. And yeah, we still have 1 more week of June. So yeah, we're already heading towards the end of June. We're already past the the summer solstice. So that means, hey, our days are going to be a little, or daytime is going to be a little shorter bit by bit, day by day. All right. So soak in the sun as much as you can, while you can, when you have the chance. So with that, thank you very much, and we hope to see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Oh, by the way, we got our soundboard back. We got the most of it back at least.